what's up everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, and welcome back everybody.
Hey.
How we doing?
Hello. I'm
Doing all right.
tired.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Man, you're leaning too much.
you are leaning
One
quite a
sec.
bit.
Hold on, let me see the thing. Okay, hold on. I can fix this.
Also, shout outs to Brenny, who got to make it back to another stream. Been a while. Nice to see you in chat.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Brenny's back.
I feel bad because we keep moving the time around because of people's schedules and whatnot, but we are
Yeah.
here. But yeah, that being said, I don't think there's any announcements or anything to get into this time around. No planes to catch, nothing like that. So let's get right into it, shall we?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I also
Alright.
think this is the first time we've ever been in a separate location. Like you guys
Like,
used to be
Every
in the
single
same-
person.
Every single person is in a different building of some sort.
That is
Yeah.
true. That is true.
That's true.
Because yeah, Lauren
That's
Rose
true.
used to be in the same location when
Yeah.
you weren't with me, and so now, yeah, this is, I think, the first time that every single one of us is in an entirely different place. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so previously on Resident Roleplay, knowing that your corrupted former ally Emil Johansson is responsible for a recent Spectre virus outbreak, you reassembled and led an assault on the island headquarters of his company, Greenhouse Solutions. Upon your arrival, the island became engulfed in mist and began ascending into the sky. Navigating your way through the nightmarish fog, you confronted Emil's lieutenants one by one. First in the barracks, you defeated his chief field medic, Joan Waters. Then in the main facility, after learning of sound frequencies that can bypass the Spectre virus's defenses, you eliminated his chief researcher, Annabelle Campbell. All while descending gradually into madness. But, having just blasted Dr. Campbell's human form apart, you now stand in the quiet, cramped storage room of the facility's second floor. Enyo's speakers wind down from the high-pitched screeching of the sound frequency you just discovered. In the momentary silence, you hear a slow clap echoing from one corner of the room.
Is there anybody in the corner?
Turn to that corner, and you see what is a familiar figure to all of you. Dr. Emil
Is that in
Johansson,
there?
standing in his sort of green suit with the vest, tan vest over top, in his very business-like fashion that he would often appear in for a while since last you saw him.
Bonus
Kevin
action,
pulls out his
reload,
rhino.
and shoot.
All right. So Kevin pulls the readies his rhino, but Scorpion, you're already taking a shot.
Yeah.
All right, roll an
Bonus
attack.
action, reload. Because I think I technically ran out of ammo last
Right.
session, and I didn't say I reloaded, so. And this will be a headshot as well.
All right.
Here we go. There's no reason for advantage or anything, right?
No.
This is just like he just showed up.
Die, Emil.
Wow.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's
14.
terrible.
Well, given that he's just in his suit right now in civvies, that does hit, and your bullet goes into the center, or rather, into his head, because you're aiming for a headshot, or at least where it would be. But as it does, it just immediately dissipates into nothing, as if it just almost hard cuts from where he was. And all of a sudden, there's no one there. But you all hear a voice around you going, "Congratulations. Do you feel good about yourself? Killing someone who owed you her life."
Did Mr. I forgot, we had this conversation. Mr. G met her, right?
Yeah, well, actually,
'Cause that
Mr.
was-
G helped her out quite
That's
quite
right.
a bit
Yeah.
at one point. He helped relocate her after the incident at the Feliciano Manor.
Yeah, because he used his contacts to basically put her into
Mhm.
witness protection.
Yeah, moved her through the CIA.
Right. So, yeah, he's just gonna respond with like, I always wondered where she ended up. Guess I know for now.
You hear a footsteps as Emil rounds the corner through the doorway that enters into this storage room. He leans against the wall and just says, You know, Annabelle was sick before I took her in. Slowly losing motor functions to a wretched disease that may have one day caused her death. But by my hand she was healed. The virus set her free. We have always accepted death as a part of life. But if we have a choice, no one should have to face a slow and inevitable end.
Kevin shouts at him. You're a hypocrite, you know that. Maybe you saved her life, but what about you seem clench his fist. You're the reason she trusted you, you son of a bitch.
I did what I had to do.
I trusted you. I trusted you to do right by her. And you, well, while you didn't kill her outright, you are indirectly the cause of her suffering.
He did kill her outright, actually.
Well, she was revived, so...
Yeah, he killed her first. She was revived. Probably murdered again.
And then he kind of joined forces with Walker to allow her very slow, painful suffering.
Yeah, so it's kind of all his fault.
It's kind of worse than death if you think about it.
I'm gonna say that now. Yeah, because of you, ironic... Now, you say you saved... what's her name again? Campbell. And she was suffering before you helped her. Well, guess what? Archaea suffered after you killed her. Slowly and painfully.
You see him furrow his brow. I would have had it any other way. Believe me when I
Out of
say,
character, did he say he wouldn't have had it any other way, or he would have?
he would have. But steps need to be taken to secure a future for humanity. Her sacrifice was not in vain. Curious with all of this, seeing Emil and with all of this talk of Archaea and everything, how is Chauncey reacting in the midst of all this?
So Chauncey's allowing the conversation to happen, but he's almost in the back of his own mind, just thinking it's his mind playing games with him, because he's seen obviously others reacting differently within this fog, and he's not like he's knowledged in this fog causing little bit of chaos. So he's kind of trying to get it out of his head. And he's just trying to be stoic about it. So like you don't notice that he's sitting there fighting his own demons, kind of thing. And he has nothing that he can say that's going to change any conversation outcome. He's a man of many bullets. So he's just that's the noise he wants to bring, and he doesn't feel this is the moment. So he feels like he just needs to kind of shelter down a little bit. He was thinking of the thoughts of, you know, this lady owed us her life, so he collected the debt. And that's what he's persistently thinking of in the back of his head as well, with seeing Emil there, knowing it's something that bullets are just passing through. He can't conversate the way he likes to speak.
Well, you see Emil's eyes dart between everybody. Make contact with yours for a bit, Chauncey.
Chauncey stares right back, just allowing the connection of glances to hold for as long as possible, because he knows he's going to stand his ground and not be intimidated by this situation.
Never known you to lack for words, Chauncey.
We all seem to have changed.
Tell me, what do you think you're here for?
I'm here to end this. All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
And to what end? You think you're making this world a better place?
No. Just making it a place without you.
That hurts, Chauncey.
You don't know hurt. You have no clue what hurt is. But you will.
And you see him looking quite angry. He just says, "You think I wanted to kill your daughter? You think I wanted any of this?"
Chauncey starts to squeeze the trigger of the Gatling gun so it spins up a little bit. Not firing any shots, but at least it's got like this slow spin to it that hopefully we'll pick up over time. But yeah, no. You wanted this. You wanted all of this.
I'm doing what I have to do to save this world.
I don't understand why you think it's broken.
Look around you. Look at this world full of sickness and decay, wars and famine. Death plagues us. Does this look like a world worth fighting for? Your resistance only delays the end of suffering, the tide of immortality for everyone. I have been given a gift from on high, and I have a divine responsibility to usher it unto man.
I don't know why you think you're so entitled. But I am going to knock you back down a peg or two. And we're going to end this. You do it now or when I get to you. But we're going to end this. You have nothing to show after we're done here. You're just like the people who started this whole thing. Always thinking something's broke, needs fixing. Then you put me in place and I'm the one who has to clean it up.
I am nothing like them. But believe
You're
what
everything.
you will.
Everything like them. You took from them to become you. How are you not them?
Don't act all self-righteous with me. I've seen you. Those arms dealers in Raccoon City. You enjoyed it. And don't think I haven't heard about everything else since. You've got blood on your hands, Chauncey, and murder in your veins.
And I relish in it.
Now does that make you any better?
It doesn't. Never said it did. I'll die knowing that I've done what I've done. But I think you're too delusional to realize what you've done.
Well, if anything, I can always respect your conviction, Chauncey. I know you will do what you believe you have to do. Just as I will.
Good. Don't make it any easier than it has to be.
Come and find out how easy it's going to be. Won't you?
Yeah.
He just turns and fades out as he walks through the doorway.
Chauncey lets off that trigger so it stops spinning the Gatling gun.
Yeah, that hum that undergirded the last segment of that conversation just... So what are you all doing? Lauren, you're muted, I think, if you're saying something.
So that
sorry.
was a meal.
Yeah. It was.
Not too much to look at.
I see.
Yeah, Scorpion's just gonna.
Technical
Whatever you
difficulty.
Scorpion just gonna
With
Just-
the stealth mode.
Yeah, just bloop out of existence.
he uses the flight suit.
Oh no.
He just vanishes.
Waiting for the stealth kill.
Welcome back, Scorpion. Defeat your camera.
Oh, wait. Did it do the thing again?
It did the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Just
What's the
in
last thing?
time. Oh, Scorpion
Scorpion's
is.
just gonna boop.
All right, Scorpion's gonna replace the round that he just spent and put another round in the chamber through the breach, and then head back out the room.
All right, you walk back out into this hallway, now clear of fog. It's yours to explore. There's still some other rooms on the second floor.
And we didn't go to the production room.
Yeah,
We got chased away from the production room.
yeah. We were like, nope.
Yeah, danger came out of the production room, so yeah, I definitely didn't have that open. But yeah, there's another
There's
door
that-
to laboratories on this floor.
Yeah, there's a lab that's on this floor still.
All right, do you head there or do you head downstairs?
Head to the labs first.
Okay.
Before we headed out, did any? Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I used the propane tank.
Yeah, you blew
the
that thing
propane
up.
tank. Yeah, we're good.
So you enter into the laboratories leading with your rifle. You find a number of desks laid out with beakers and microscopes and a number of other equipment and paraphernalia for doing scientific experiments.
Mhm.
There are a number of materials here that can be used for crafting, but nothing of interest to you, Scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
But in essence, there's enough to get 2 chem fluid, 2 chem material, and 1 scrap material. There's also an open notepad that has tucked into it another printout of those from those series of reports that you'd been reading. So let me
That's
go
what he was
ahead
looking for.
and bring out this one. I suppose.
And then hand it to
Does
the.
Enyo want to keep being the e-reader, or?
I kind of like Enyo, just like, zh, zh, and then that's super cool.
Alright. Annabelle Campbell, PhD, Chief Researcher, Greenhouse Solutions, Inc. The mist generated by Spectre subjects double as aerosolized forms of transmission. Mammals that inhale the particles can transfer the virus into their bloodstream through their respiratory system. From the blood, the brain is affected, causing vivid hallucinations and delusions. But here's where things get fascinating. Through processes we don't entirely understand, potent subjects are still able to exert control over the mist even within the blood flowing to another creature's brain. Somehow, such subjects can will those who have breathed the mist to experience specific hallucinations of their own design. In the event of a widespread Spectre outbreak, this combination of properties may lead to mass confusion, as it can be difficult to discern the difference between illusions formed out of mist and hallucinations formed in the mind of one who has inhaled the mist. The easiest and clearest solution is to simply have multiple observers. Generally speaking, illusions will be visible to everyone, while hallucinations will be visible only to individuals. However, if one is alone, using infrared imaging or other imaging devices or even reflections may reveal whether something you are seeing is actually visible in reality. But this is no guarantee, as strong enough delusions may manifest onto screens as well. Onto screens?
Yay.
Breathe or mist? Ugh.
You put onto a screen? That's weird.
Yeah, sometimes
Wait,
you can imagine you're seeing pixels that aren't there.
Is that what Enyo sees?
Technically, everything you see is a digital display of sorts.
Yeah. Hacking the data mainframe. That's weird.
But also, sort of tucked under some other miscellaneous notes besides this notebook is a lanyard with what looks to be another key card. This one saying level 2 on it.
All right. That's what we need to get into the next facility.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought we still needed the level 1 for the next facility.
We have the level 1, I think.
Yeah.
That's what we got for here.
Yeah,
Isn't
I
it
thought
for the
it
greenhouse
opened
is
up
level 2?
Yeah.
Greenhouse was also level 1. Level
Yeah.
1
Okay,
gives
so
you
that's
access to both
what
the
we need for the
facility
offices.
and the greenhouse.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so we just need the level 2 for the offices. All right, yeah. Head to the greenhouse.
Mhm.
Got some red herbs and green herbs.
Now it's worth noting
I can use them.
the key cards, the diagram sort of on them seem to indicate that they are effective for all lower levels as well. So if you want to conserve on inventory space, you only need 1. However, if you want to keep more than 1, then you might, have more than one person that has a different card. But if you...
Who's holding the cards right now?
I am.
Okay. You have space? So
I'm holding all the
empty spots.
cards.
I have tons of space. I've recently cleared out a lot of inventory.
Oh yeah, and I got my katana back, so I can grab that. Yoink.
Mhm.
So I'll go ahead and put the level 2 key card in my pocket as well. And then
Gotcha.
we'll figure out if I still need the level 1 at a later point.
Because those take up inventory slots,
Yeah,
right?
each one takes up 1 slot.
Is there... What's that bag that allows you to carry key items, like stacks of key items? Does anybody have one of those?
Was it treasure pouch?
Was it treasure pouch?
Oh no, how's treasure pouch put it?
Because I have a treasure pouch, but I think it's just money.
Yeah, I think it was money and jewels. While we're here, though, I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle out the 40 millimeter rounds that I grabbed and put in my pocket, realizing that nobody really needs them.
Yeah.
So those suckers are just going to be yeeted on the ground.
All right, clunk, clunk, clunk. Bunch of grenade rounds roll away.
Should you blow the joint? Just like set up those so those grenade rounds no, are there any more like open canisters, like gas canisters around here?
Not that you can see.
No, we blew up the only one.
Mhm. Yeah, in the storage room.
Yeah.
But nothing around here.
All right.
Also, I'm going to while we're looking around, I'm going to swap the weapons. The Gatling gun is now going onto my Vanguard suit into the Vanguard mode, but not initiating Vanguard. And I'm going to carry the Hydra for close quarter.
Gotcha. So you load up your triple-barreled shotgun and have that in hand.
That's dope.
I don't know if the Vanguard will work with the Gatling gun, but it's just there's looking pretty cool.
Just have it sort of mounted in line there.
Yeah.
Like full War Machine.
Yes.
All right, where you guys head next?
All right. Was that all on the second floor?
Yeah, you seem to have cleared out the second floor.
Is there any like windows or anything that look out onto production from here?
No, doesn't seem to be.
Okay. Looks like we're heading back down then.
All right, y'all clop down the stairwell back to the first floor, and yeah, you're down back to that employee hallway that could lead either back outside or out onto the production floor.
Want to step into production, see what's going on there?
Yeah.
I wonder if this is where we'll find any refined herbs, and because I was hoping to get some herbs in the greenhouse, but maybe this is where we can find some refined ones. If this is like production.
So you head out onto the production floor. You see a massive open warehouse area with a multi-tiered mezzanine with a production line for packaging medical supplies. It's all currently inactive. Doesn't seem like it's been used for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
It's all eerily still. Quiet. There are a number of industrial supplies all over the place.
You said it looks like it hasn't been used in a while?
Yeah, well, this outbreak has been going on for a few days. You reckon they might have shut down production a while ago?
Okay, but it's not like dusty and cobwebs or anything.
No, nothing of that sort.
Okay.
Just, like it's
just
shut
empty.
down for a weekend almost, or, a week.
Yeah, okay. It's just not like, it doesn't look like it's been abandoned. It's just...
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff you would expect to find in this sort of area. It looks like there's a workshop area, but there's also a freight elevator on the far side.
Going up or down?
Do you head inside to see what the options are?
Yeah, are we stepping into the production floor right now, or are we in the production floor?
You're in the production floor currently, and then on the far end of the
Okay.
production floor is a freight elevator that looks to be open.
Yeah. Just gonna like peek through my scope and see what the options are from the freight elevator.
Peek through your scope?
Yep.
As in your sniper scope, or?
Sniper scope. I also technically have binoculars, but this is better for flavor.
Oh, so you're just looking all the way down to see into the freight
Yeah,
elevator?
just on the other end of the freight elevator. I want to see what the options are on the freight elevator. If it goes up, down, if I can see how many levels it goes down.
Okay, make a perception
up.
check to see if you can spot this from there.
Minimum of 16.
$22.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You angle on it to a certain way, you know, because you looking in, you don't see anything just looking directly in against the back wall, but you kind of angle in such a way around the corners to kind of get around the edge and see, okay, there's a control panel on the left-hand side facing it. So you can kind of see some of the numbers there. There look to be just a couple. It looks like it's just the first floor and then 2 basement levels.
He's going to relay that information to the group. There's 2 basement levels. Is there in this factory like a mezzanine or like something like a higher levels?
Yeah, like I said, there was a pretty big mezzanine that's erected in the middle of the floor that all kind of goes through production line stuff.
Well, everyone's like all spreading out and everything. He's just gonna like zip up there and just we can get a bird's eye view of what's going on.
All right, you take your hook shot, zip all the way up to the top of that, get a bird's eye view with your sniper rifle. Keep an eye. Again, everything's all still very, very plain, very still. But you're keeping an eye. What's the plan for the rest of the party?
Chauncey's going to make his way to the freight elevator because he always knows that whenever they have a basement, that's usually where they do the wicked stuff. So he's heading that way.
All right. Is Scorpion going to remain up in the mezzanine, or? Yes, no, maybe so?
Did someone say something to me? Because my headphones just died again.
Oh, is Scorpion going to remain up in the mezzanine? Chauncey's
Just
heading
watching
in.
until everybody's safe, and then he's going to join them at the elevator.
Okay. So Chauncey makes his way there. Enyo and Kevin also joining, I presume.
Yep.
You all enter into the
Yeah.
freight elevator, and Scorpion zips down to join you. Heading down to B1 or B2 first?
Oh. Let's go. I guess we can go 1 floor down.
All right, so you head down to B1. The heavy doors of the freight elevator close, and this hulking thing hums to life as the engines and the pulleys descend you down to floor B1. The doors open upon arrival to a sort of antechamber where there looks to be a locked security door. There's an electronic lock on it that requires level 2 clearance, which you now have.
I look at the rest of the group. Are you guys ready for this? And I swipe the card.
All right, it beep opens to long hall with glass cells on either side. Spectre ghost humanoids reside in some of these cells, wearing uniform white jumpsuits. Speakers you could see reverberating, like almost like subwoofers in the corners of each cell that sound a constant hum. That's very muffled from where you are out in the hall. You reckon they're pretty sound dampened rooms. But yeah, inside each of these cells, those speakers are reverberating that sound constantly. You'd kind of, although dim and although muffled, you do kind of recognize that is that same anti-spectre sound frequency that you had discovered before, keeping each of these subjects forced into solidity within these cells. A lot of them pace around their cells. A lot of them stand staring into corners.
Do they
Some
look
watch you
uncomfortable?
as you go by. It varies from subject to subject. Some look somewhat uncomfortable.
Like,
well, I mean, they all look at a certain minimum of uncomfortable, given that they're locked into this solid state by force. But it's not like blasting them with it.
okay.
But you do see like this dark mist kind of oozing and wisping off of them.
Mm-hmm. And it's just a...
Oh no. I think we may have lost Lauren again. But how's everybody else?
I'm just visually observing everything going on, like, trying to figure out what the purpose is. Whether they are prisoners or just lab experiments.
Yeah, like test subjects.
Mm. So, by the looks of it, I'll say anybody who can make an insight check. Or anybody who wants to, I should say.
Scorpion is going to try with a minimum of 16.
You got proficiency?
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta be good at knowing people if I want to lie to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking for insight. Scorpion's rolling. Is Chauncey rolling?
As much as I want to, I'm so terrible.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Never
If
know.
that's what you said,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what Chauncey's line of thought was, so might as well
Yes,
give it a try.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, so 16 for
Yay.
Scorpion.
I will give it a shot too.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
Wow, with your +8, I still do better with a natural roll.
So that's a 22 for Scorpion, or no? That's a different
16.
thing. I do not see your roll on here for some reason.
You don't?
No.
Hold on.
But seeing as that's your minimum, I will assume that is the case.
Yeah, I rolled on my end, and I rolled a 13. But
Okay.
I see his roll. It's definitely 22.
No, that was
No,
his
no,
perception.
that's a perception.
It
Yeah.
was a different roll, yeah.
Oh.
yeah, it ate my roll. But yeah, you can take my minimum for me. 16.
All right, 16. I would say, Chauncey, it doesn't quite occur to you, but Scorpion, being a spy, going from being like a master field agent to now a bit of a spy master yourself, you're used to putting pieces together. And you consider the intel that you all had gathered leading up to these events. You remember reading the reports that you intercepted going to the BSAA of the body that was fished out of the waters of Lake Superior that set all these events in motion.
Uh-huh.
It was wearing the subject was described as wearing similar jumpsuits to these.
Okay.
You reckon these are just disposable test subjects of sorts?
Just like getting the virus right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it just this long hallway with the cells? Is there like an office nearby?
At the end of the hallway, it looks to continue and open into a laboratory and operating room area.
Okay. Scorpion's gonna like slowly like walk down the hall, but like he's gonna be very careful. He's gonna like like look left and right and try to like make eye contact with all the peoples in the cells. Like it's gonna look like he's like being, I don't know, what do you call that? It looks like he's being like empathetic and just kind of like sympathetic for them and their condition, but he's actually making sure that none of them are gonna like suddenly burst through and he's ready to shoot at any moment.
Gotcha. Do you keep your head on a swivel as you move across?
Yeah, as soon as any one of those rooms just stops, the speakers stop or whatever, he is on high alert, but he's just gonna start slowly making his way down.
Is there a control panel anywhere nearby that we can visually see?
Perception check.
Okay. Well,
Not that you notice. There's one around, it's not obvious.
okay.
I guess it was in that room.
My
at the end
passive
of-
perception was a 20 though. Just kidding.
Yeah, Scorpion's slowly making his way down,
All right.
very
So-
cautiously.
Cautiously, you make your way down this hall, eventually arriving at the laboratory and operating room at the far end without incident.
On this end, is there a control panel or anything like that? Control
You
area.
make a perception check as well.
Yeah. Again, minimum of 6 or 16.
Minimum of 6.
Minimum of 1. 17 on my perception
17.
check.
You look around this area, you see a number of operating equipment, all sorts of drugs and other chemical formulas for use on human experimentation. A lot of it bottled up in storage containers. You get chem fluid and chem material out of it, but looking around, you don't seem to notice anything that resembles a control panel. However, you do first hear a voice that just says, "It's not how it looks."
I think it's exactly how it looks. There's people in cages.
You spin around and see, kind of on the inside of the wall, at the end of the hall, it opens up into this larger chamber, and kind of leaning against one of the walls. That would have been out of view as you were coming down the hall, but now when you turn back and look at it, is in view.
Like he was behind me when I walked in.
Mhm. Now leaning against that wall is Emil once again. They were all volunteers for a clinical trial.
Volunteers.
They volunteered to go inside of a cage and be forgotten about.
The results were unstable, but they knew what they were getting into. They were willing to brave the risk. Their experimentation was necessary.
So everyone here, are they all terminal as well?
They had many different stories, but they all had very little to lose.
And so you're giving them a future.
Hope, at the very least.
So when you die as a man, you can live as a monster?
That was not the goal.
Are we like really close to one of the cages?
Yeah,
And
you can
if
be.
If I tap on the glass, I'm going to tap on the glass. Try
Alright.
to interact with one of them.
Just with your knuckles or just kind of
Yeah, just a knuckle tap. Be like, yeah, is it still worth it in there?
The ghost inside, just dead-eyed, looks at you and just stares.
I don't think he agrees with your statement. He doesn't look too happy to be in there anymore.
I'm afraid
Can I
there's
go up
not
to
much
an-
of them left.
Can I go up to another one and tap on it as well and ask it the same question?
This one, as soon as you tap the glass, like rapidly approaches, coming towards you, just and then presses its hand against the against the glass, almost banging against it as if lunging out. But it's
I
just
put my
solid.
hand on it too. Okay. I don't think this one agrees with you. I'm
Wasn't
pretty sure
supposed
if I
to be
walked,
this way.
I'm pretty sure if I walked all the way down this hall and asked each and every single one of them, none of them would agree with what you're doing here. None of them.
Kevin just sighs and he shakes his head. Emil, the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Maybe I will pay my price. But the future will decide. The actions we've taken here were worth it.
Don't worry,
Why?
we'll let you know.
Why keep them? If you are already done with the failed experiments you have in this hallway, why keep them? Why let them continue to suffer? You're the one talking about ending suffering, pain, all this, and yet this is what you have going on.
Maybe he wants to fix them.
He doesn't want to fix them. He just wants to keep them on display.
You don't know
Make sure his
what
insurances are run. I can tell what you want.
They
This
can be
isn't what I want.
sustained like this. It would have died long ago otherwise.
They did die long ago. I don't know if you can tell, but those are corpses.
We don't know what we don't know. It may be reversible. There's still much to discover.
If one were to look at Kevin, you would see him. He looks very contemplative and mulling a lot over. He's just silent at this point.
You cannot take 2 steps forwards only to take 3 steps back. You can't fix a problem that you created with another problem.
Well, I am not here to persuade you then. And he just breezes away.
Chauncey kind of looks at Scorpion and wants to know if there's any way we can end these things suffering.
Yes, Scorpion's looking around if there's any controls or something for like these rooms to, if there's like a, I don't know, like some kind of emergency, you know, like
Euthanasia button?
for what?
Some kind of emergency euthanasia button?
Yeah, like a euthanasia, just like
That perception check that you had earlier, don't notice anything of the sort.
mm-hmm.
Didn't
Nothing here that I can see. I'm not too good with this stuff anyways, but
Chauncey kind of looks at Kevin and says, didn't you have a hand in the design of these buildings?
Yeah, I did.
Does this look familiar to you at all? Is this something that you may know about that we don't?
Perception check, right?
No, I'll say this is just drawing on your knowledge. So, I'll tell you, you remember accounting for basement levels to this facility. You don't know anything beyond that. You don't know what the basements were going to be used for, or what their layout was going to be, or any sort of infrastructure within them.
All right. Well, I have an idea. I want to investigate. I want to look at these quote-unquote cages to see if there's anything in common with all of them.
With all of the subjects or the cells themselves?
The surroundings of the cells themselves.
Okay, well, I'll say that doesn't require a check in that case. The cells are all pretty uniform. They're just bare-walled, one little cot type of thing as bedding in a corner, but it doesn't look like any of them have been using them.
And is there any like technology in the rooms or
Besides those
anything?
speakers,
Maybe some
and the
vents
lights?
or something?
That's about it.
Well, I say we press on. Let's see what's down below.
Yes, there's not much we can do here, unfortunately.
All right. Everybody departs from this level, heads back into the freight elevator. You head down to the second basement level, going deeper underground. The doors open at this lower level, and you find a similar setup with an antechamber and security door, but again, level 2 keycard. You just beep, swipe it right away. As you enter, motion-activated lights kick on, one row at a time. As you enter, revealing a massive chamber stretching at least 100 feet into the distance. Probably much more. This hall is occupied only by countless large cylindrical glass tanks filled with this gray, cloudy liquid, floating steadily along the ground. At the feet of them is a thin layer of mist.
I'm not going in there.
Chauncey struts forward.
All right. The mist parts as your feet kick into it. You strut into the middle of this, flanked on either side by these rows and rows of cylindrical glass tanks filled with the.
You said it's 100
gray
feet
liquid.
down. Is it a long rectangular hall, or is it like a big circle? Like, is it like 100 foot diameter?
Yeah. It's not that wide. So it's like a hallway essentially with the rows on either side against the walls and a walkway in the middle of them. But yeah, it goes on for a while.
All right. Scorpion will wait for if anyone else in the party is gonna move on past him, and he'll take up the rear and just like watch their backs.
Wait by the antechamber.
Yeah.
Or you could even
the rear for anyone else.
You could even see well into it from the freight elevator, depending on how far back you want to go.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say you're in the antechamber then for now.
Yeah.
So you're watching from the back line. Chauncey goes in.
Is anyone else gonna follow Chauncey?
Kevin also walks in. Oh, you can go on ahead first.
No, it's
Okay,
I want to be alone. If you want to go in, and you stay back.
All right, staying back at like with Scorpion or even further back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay back with Scorpion.
You and Scorpion down there, in the caboose in the antechamber. Chauncey and Kevin trot onward, and yeah, it's just uniform, repeating cylinder, tank after tank after tank. All the same thing, each one filled to the brim. And out from one ahead of you, Emil steps out from behind one of them, his hands clasped behind his back. So you found our supply.
So I'm assuming this is the Spectre virus.
You assume rightly. And this, and he waves his hand and draws up some of the mist from along the ground, and it begins twirling around his fingers, and he says, "This is me."
Wait, what?
as I'm sure you've already figured, with all of it. Unless you're not quite as sharp as you used to be.
No,
You are short
I
a
had
few scientists these days, after all.
I had a feeling. Now, I didn't say it outright, but yeah, that's about what I figured.
This is the refined Spectre virus. It has been perfected by AACT processes.
Kevin clenches his fist at that.
This is all that remains. This island is climbing into the atmosphere.
What for?
When we reach the right elevation, all I need do is release this entire supply. You see all the mist kind of gather around these tanks, almost fogging up around them.
And that will do what exactly? What's your goal here?
The only thing that's left to do when you have placed my back against the wall. I'm going to release this supply of Spectre virus into the atmosphere. Others have failed at such a task, but I will not. I have it in my hands, the ability to make it work. The entire world will be infected. The new age of immortality will begin. This
You're
is my
gonna
gift.
kill a lot of people.
I'm going to save a lot of people.
Their bodies, maybe. Turn them into mummies.
I don't expect you to understand.
Understand, I don't need to. I just know what's gonna happen. I've been through enough people like you to know how this ends.
We've seen this before.
He leans against one of the tanks and just says, "Have you?"
I reiterate, Walker. He was gonna do something just as insane. But then, I quite literally pulled the plug on his operation.
Walker was a madman. The world that he envisioned was one he could control. I make no such claim. I am giving this world health and the freedom to do with it what it chooses. I will not impose or lord it over anyone like a god. I am simply a divine conduit.
What gives you the right to think you can play God?
Because I can. I have. Look at how far we've come. He kind of motions his arms around. You take issue, then you can stop me, but it seems you haven't the spine to do that.
You know, you had me for a few minutes, Emil. You really did. And then you lost me. And what I do next, I know you're not going to feel it, but it's more because it gives me a little bit of catharsis. He points his rhino and shoots Emil, or at least the mirage of him or whatever it is.
Make an attack roll.
All right. Yes, that was it. Oh, come on. That's a
Blink.
net one.
All right. So as you level your rhino at Emil, he just cracks a smile, and as you pull the trigger, he dissipates into nothingness. And behind him, that tank that he was leaning against, you see a large crack across its glass where the bullet impacted. Before,
Okay, that was a mistake.
I need Chauncey and
What have I
Kevin
done?
to make Constitution saving throws.
What have I? Okay, I'm an idiot. Oh dear. Oh, I wasn't
Natural
thinking.
one.
He wanted you
wasn't
to.
thinking.
Save.
Oh.
Yep, con save for Chauncey and Kevin.
I don't want to say it, but doesn't the rhino have piercing power?
That's why I pierced right through that thing. Don't worry, Chauncey was debating on just doing it anyways.
Well,
Thank you, Kevin.
In his head, Chauncey's going like, so that's what would have happened.
So, the glass shatters and immediately, like, it pours out like liquid at first, but it's almost like it has kind of like ammonia, like a really high, low boiling point, right? Where it just immediately mystifies as it kind of makes contact with the air. And so it kind of, a lot of it spills onto the ground as liquid, but much of it just steams up into this gaseous form that fills that space. Chauncey succeeds and takes half damage. So Chauncey takes 18 points of necrotic damage. Kevin, you take 36. And as it mystifies and aerosolizes, the fumes kind of spread rapidly throughout this entire level. I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw.
Here we go. I was going to ask, am I within 60 feet of Kevin and Chauncey?
I would say so. They didn't go too far in.
All right. I probably won't have enough. I probably won't have any luck with Chauncey, but kind of like as a reaction, but I can't do it as a reaction. So it would have to be an action my next turn. But as a reaction to that happening, G would like to use his hook shot to see if he can like pull Kevin out from like the immediate area of effect of that gust of.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Now, the DC for this is a bit higher because this is some
goes to your
raw
face.
exposure, to pure virus. Not secondhand.
Here we
at
go.
all.
Still good.
Does Scorpion have
I think.
any madness whatsoever?
No, he has 0. He's made every single save.
So yeah, for this particular exposure, Scorpion is the only one who saves. So everybody else gains a point of madness.
I didn't save with the 16.
Not on this one. It would have in other circumstances, perhaps, but not against this raw virus exposure. So what does that put everyone at?
I'm at a 2. I think Kevin's the only one at a 3.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting pretty at 0.
All right. So Chauncey and Enyo gain compulsions as well, which it's worth noting. Yeah, Kevin also gained one at the end of the last session, I do believe. So whenever
Yeah.
he has the chance, he's still fidgeting.
Yes. I remembered that.
Mm.
You can retroactively say he's been doing that.
Yeah. Well, I would say, let's see, what sort of compulsions would Chauncey or Enyo have?
I would definitely be like fondling like bullets in my pockets kind of thing.
Mm. Yeah, for sure. Just clutching them like pearls.
Yeah,
I would
always
say-
having like a little bit of handful of bullets.
Enyo, I think your Yours is probably a bit more mental, a bit more verbal. And I would say through your using your voice box and kind of speaking aloud, there's just either a noise or a turn of phrase that you feel the need to kind of repeat as often as you can. I would say something to the effect of friends.
What was it?
Something to the effect of friends. You kind of feel the need to just use that word as often as possible.
Okay.
Repeat it.
Can I change mine? As to like a stinging sensation behind my eye patch kind of thing.
Yeah, like a phantom limb kind of thing.
Well, you just kind of see me having like a little tweak almost every once in a while to try to fight back some pressure or pain back there.
Okay. Yeah, that works as well. Yeah, I would say that would be suitable for Chauncey.
Okay.
Been a long time since that eye bothered you, but now it's certainly irritating. But that, as this all takes effect and the maddening continues to worsen within your psyches, Kevin, you feel something pinch your back before you are pulled back out of that chamber and dragged towards the entrance. As you see that fog continuing to roll forward, you get the sense that the longer you stay here, the more dangerous that's going to be. I take it you all are taking action here?
Let's go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, let's get out here.
All right. Everybody runs back towards the freight elevator. Everybody piles in and...
Is this stuff flammable at all? Because I would like to rocket boost into the freight elevator and see if anything goes.
Okay, so you rocket boost away from the rolling mist and into the freight elevator. It definitely lights up that medium a bit, kind of like shining a flashlight into a fog, but it doesn't seem to catch any flames to it. But you do give yourself a little bit of boost diving forward into the freight elevator and you kind of sliding across the ground as one of you just hammer fists the controls and begins closing as that fog rolls forward but stops short as the doors shutter closed and you head back up to the first level.
Thank you, Scorpion.
Just like trying to
Sorry,
untangle
guys.
that grappling hook out from like his shirt or whatever. Is like, yeah, no problem.
How's
Sorry
my
about that. I wasn't thinking.
how's my connection to the outside world right now? Like the radio signals?
Do you try it?
Yes.
Who are you trying to get a hold of?
Anybody.
Anybody?
Mainly my like outpost headquarters.
Okay.
Whatever,
Yeah, right. The
kinda
units that are
command
on the
me.
ground in Brunton.
Mm-hmm.
You reach out to them, get a signal back from PGP. Yes, sir. It's a little faint, but it's still coming through. Like he's kind of distorted, and it's quite. And there's quite a bit of edge to the sound, but it's still coming through.
He plans on spreading the virus.
Even more.
I need you to annihilate this building. Can I call in an airstrike upon this building?
Understood, sir. And you put in the required orders to begin moving air support to come in here. Now, it's worth noting, is your intent to destroy the building and like everything that's within it, because essentially that's what Emil's plan was to do, was to detonate that in order to unleash that virus.
See, I was thinking about detonating this before it reaches his optimum altitude.
Okay.
Or at least maybe cause enough destruction to it that it doesn't work the way he needs it to work.
Oh, that's out of character. That's kind of risky.
Well, I'll say make an investigation check.
Okay.
See how you piece together your logistics here.
Oh, hey. I actually got points in that.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled like heaven.
Still seeing double.
Bars. There's a 7.
Okay, yeah. You, I will say you put in the orders then to get the process moving on that.
All right, guys, we need to move. Were we like running out of this building completely? Is there anything else that we would like to look at?
No, I think that's everything. I think we need to leave.
Yes.
Like, this building is slowly becoming a hazardous zone.
Point me in the direction of the next facility. Let's go.
Y'all start running out, and eventually back through the freight elevator opens to the production floor. You run across that entire massive cavernous space, moving past all the machinery and whatnot that's around you. You head back out through the swiveling doors to the employee hallway and back out to exit this factory. Going back out the front entrance, you step foot onto grass once again, but things look a little different since last you came out here. It's now nighttime. Everything's dark. And given the nature of the forest and the fog, it is pretty pitch black, naturally.
Ah, great.
At least until the next light source. There's like a light source on this building, kind of above the entryway. But, you know, beyond that radius that it gives, and of course the radius of the fog as well, yeah, it's just darkness.
If we look up, can we see that, like, does it look like it's a natural nighttime, or like, is it like, is there like something like obscuring the sky, or like are we just like,
I'll say
are we like in a bubble?
Survival check.
A survival check. Oh, checking the stars now. Survival.
The fact that it's night might not be a good thing at all.
Can I assist in the survival check as well?
Sure. Yeah, you could assist. Either both of you
Can
roll.
I give him advantage?
Or yeah, either both of you roll or one of you roll with advantage.
I don't have any bonuses to this.
I have a +6. You want me to roll?
I would like. Can I give Chauncey advantage?
Sure, yeah. Whoever has the higher bonus can take advantage.
So sorry, I'm still learning this whole freaking thing.
The keep highest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is /R, right?
Yeah, /R. Space.
Yeah. That is a 17.
17? Yeah, you could tell that this is a natural night. You'll look up, and even though it's faint, you can see the slight lights of what must be either moonlight or something of the sort peeking through within a certain direction that you would expect the moon to be in. Yeah, this is a natural night, but you could just barely make that out through what must be the canopy above you.
Can I just look at like a watch and be like, oh yeah, it's nighttime?
Yeah, if Chauncey carries a watch, you could check your wrist and see that it's about 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock, or somewhere in between.
Yeah. We need to move. We're running up way too much time.
Let's go. I broke the Jeep.
Crap.
Yeah, you look around and there's just nothing parked out here. It's just dirt and grass.
I was preparing the hood slide too.
You know, technically, if we need a light source, the PRL tech counts as a flashlight.
Don't you have a flashlight?
No, not a real flashlight.
Does anybody carry mundane flashlights? Any of you?
Let me double check. I don't think so.
Swiss Army knife of ammunition. Nope.
Yeah, I would say the PRL, yeah, you could kind of like rev it up a little bit to get a bit of a natural glow from its barrel and from the various light sources along its side and exhaust ports. You can definitely get, I would say, a little bit of dim light out of that, enough for the people without dark vision to be able to at least see.
Oh, I do have a flashlight, actually. I totally forgot. I do have one attached to my Hydra.
That's right,
Oh,
yeah.
well,
There you go. There you go. You can create a little cone of light. Everybody gets a bit
Luckily,
of
I'm
visibility.
carrying
I think a few of you have dark vision, right?
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Scorpion does.
I think Enya does.
Yeah, Enyo does. I think all of Evolve do. But yeah, the rest of you need to kind of rely on that. I suppose Chauncey has optics if he wants to use them too.
I'll use them, but I'm still going to
have the
shed
flashlight
light for everybody. Yes.
Good call. All right, so what's the plan here?
Where are we going? To the greenhouse, right?
Yep.
All right, start heading northward down the road. It's a bit hard to tell direction given the lack of visibility. However, you do know which way was which on the path you had already been going on. So you just keep heading past and take
the
path towards.
If you go the wrong way, we're gonna come across a burning Jeep, anyways.
Yeah, so you stick into the road, making sure you know where you're going. Eventually, hugging that road, you guys move along. Somebody who hasn't rolled a d20 yet.
I have not.
All right.
I don't know if anybody else. Enyo, did you roll yet?
I don't remember if I had.
I don't think you
I
did.
remember I tried to one time and Kevin rolled it.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and roll.
Yeah,
this
you
one.
go ahead and roll it then, Rose. Just straight d20.
Is it a Friday?
13.
I think that's good. I
That's
think
a lucky
12
number.
was good last time. 12 was good last time. Maybe it's close to.
So. Okay.
Oh crap.
All right, so y'all are moving along the path and continue onwards towards your destination. What's the marching order of the group here?
I'll lead since I have the
Okay.
flashlight.
Chauncey's up front.
Scorpion will take up the rear.
Okay, Scorpion way in the
And
back.
you will be secondary.
So then that leaves Kevin. Well, you could be in the middle or
Yeah.
parallel with anybody else. Okay. So, Kevin in the middle. Everybody else moving along. Chauncey, I need you to make a perception check.
Oh boy. That is a 21.
21, not bad.
You're specialized.
As you're moving along, you hear some rustling in the bushes nearby. You kind of shine your light in that direction. and your optics. Everything's a little foggy right now, and everything's emitting a bit of a heat source, but still, it spooked you a bit. Stay on your guard as you move forward. Till eventually, as you're moving along, you stop for a moment, and you hear what just sounds like over one of your ears. And on that breath, being on your guard, you react quickly and spin around and see one of these ghastly figures in scientist garments approaching before it could get the drop on you. But now that it sees that you see it, it begins to move quickly and just begins to move outwards. I need everybody to make initiative rolls.
Everybody go, look alive.
Chauncey avoided a jump scare. So no surprise round for them. No jump scare. Ow.
Oof.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I rolled the wrong number. That's fine. Hey.
That's the best that sucker can get.
Okay. So what's everybody's initiative at?
Scorpion's sitting at 17. I'm a +5, not a +6.
Gotcha. Chauncey's at, wow, 31.
31, yes.
Appropriate.
Of course, I nat 20. I didn't.
18 for Kevin.
Yep, that's right.
22
And yours
for
22.
Okay, got it. So yeah, Chauncey, you're up first. What are you up to?
So did it wisp out of my view as it charged toward me?
Yeah, it is charging towards you currently. It is within the visible range of, it's not obscured by the fog or anything. So it's within 30 feet of you.
Boy, it's been a while since I've shot this gun. I'm gonna go ahead and pump 2 shots into its head.
Okay, do you get how close are you getting here? I guess is the question.
Oh, I'll start charging it down too. Close that gap as quick as I can.
And you just like run back towards it.
Yeah, I will definitely close that gap. Let's say +9. Yeah.
So
That's 16.
you said you closed the gap entirely too?
Yeah, I get
so
right
that's,
up.
that's advantage then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's right.
Chaka.
I forgot about the advantage. It's been a while. Been a long while. So yeah, it still would have been.
Yeah,
a
16 still hits.
Okay.
And does this ignore resistances or the
It is
Hydra?
the eviscerate feature. Evisceration.
Oh yeah, that does, I do believe.
Yeah. I'll double check though real fast. Been so long. Usually I have this on my side. Hydra. It is attacks with this weapon. Ignore piercing resistance. Yes.
All right. Go ahead and roll us some damage then. As you obliterate the mist that forms this thing's body.
It's 4d8. Sorry, doing the math with the headshot on there.
It's just like sheer
18.
displacement of air from the shotgun just destroying this gun.
Yeah, the spread of the pellets and everything just hitting every single square inch of particle here.
I think that's right. So that's 35.
Yeah. All right, 35 points of damage to it. Blast a solid hole through it that just struggles to reform.
Go ahead and slide another round in so I can shoot it again. 2 shots.
All right.
So, I can do this thing here. Yeah.
There we go.
That is a 26.
26 also hits.
That is 42 points of damage.
Ooh-wee. All right, another solid blast. As it reels backwards, you see the mist wisping off of its form, now basically reduced to like its spinal column, as most of its torso area has been kind of blown away. It's still standing, not in good shape, but still standing.
Can I... what does this thing say again? It is... once per turn with this weapon, you can force the target to make a DC 18 saving throw, or strength save throw.
All right.
If not, it's knocked back 10 feet.
Ooh, okay. Gonna hit some knockback. That's a natural one, so yeah. The thing goes flying backwards. Does it land prone, or does it just knock
It
back?
does not. It just
Okay.
says knock back 10 feet, yeah.
Yeah, so it stumbles backwards. It catches itself. So is that it for Chauncey's turn?
In my turn.
All right, Enyo, you're up next. You do hear some other figures moving about in the mist that are not yet seen. However, the only one that you know for sure is visible is the one that you see the muzzle flashes heading towards up ahead. But if you'd have to, I guess, move a little bit probably to get it fully visible, but you're well aware of where it's at since you're in the back.
What place is Enya?
I would say you're within a movement of it if you want to get in
Okay.
melee range with this one.
Yeah, should go up and start brawling with it.
All right, you run up. Fisticuffs. $18 hits.
I believe it was 2d6.
Yeah. Well, I would say with the amount that you had to run up to it, I would say that's enough to get your charge.
Oh,
If that's so- yeah,
Yeah,
I said
I'll
you're
use it.
at 30 feet. All right, 20 points of explosive as you punch into it. Still standing, but this thing is looking in dire straits. Is that another punch?
extra attack. Yeah.
All right, with that, the minimum you could do on that is going to knock it out. So you
Do it.
just drive your fist into it and just this thing instantly mystifies, turning into just ash in the wind that blends into the rest of the fog.
And your stays alert for anything else that might come out.
All right. Maintain your fighting stance. Kevin, you're up next.
All right. So remind me again, what's around?
Nothing that you can see. The one enemy you knew about has just been taken out.
Okay, well, he's going to ready an attack, and with this rhino.
Okay. You have the rhino handy. You're readying an action to take the attack action if you see any enemies.
Yes.
All right, very well. So yeah, I guess you are kind of in the middle. So yeah, you'd be within eyesight of Chauncey. So you're pretty close by to the pack. Scorpion, you're in the back.
Yep. And I have 30 feet of dark vision. Still don't see anything back in my area in the back.
I guess looking around, yeah, from being way in the back, I would say, yeah, just given your 30 feet of dark vision and your positioning, Yeah, I would say you would be able to see some figures ahead of you moving towards the bulk of the group. Looks like 2 more ghosts.
Oh, so between me and them, they're moving
coming-
out of my vision into them.
Yeah, but kind of coming in from the sides here.
Oh, so okay, so not
Not directly between
between
you.
us, but coming in from the okay.
Yeah.
I'll shout out that there's one coming in from the flank, and I'll point to one and then shoot the other one.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack.
All right. I'm gonna bonus action. I don't think it's worth it to spot these things. I think they're gonna go down pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna bonus action hide first, and then take my shot to get advantage.
Yeah, you could easily move, into an area where you'd be invisible in the fog and then just hide. So yeah,
Yeah,
your
just like get
stealth
low, go behind some bushes.
your minimum stealth is definitely way beyond them. So yeah, it's effective.
It's like 27.
So you are effectively hidden and then pop back out.
This
Something
To the-
went wrong, but that is in
Something went
19.
wrong. plus,
So-
plus.
Definitely hits.
okay, hold on. I think I know what happened. I'm trying a new thing. But does that hit?
Yeah,
if
that
you-
definitely hits 19.
All right, here we go. So that is. Wait, what did I roll on the die? Okay, no, nothing. Regular attack with headshot, suppressed, and with sneak attack because I have advantage.
Yep.
That is
Alright.
58 points of regular piercing.
Yeah, regular piercing. Nothing too fancy. With
Nothing too
yours.
fancy, but I have announced the presence of the one that I was not shooting at. Like, careful, there's one coming out at your, 9 o'clock or whatever, and then shooting at this other one.
Right. So yeah, you fire that one. It kind of rocks to the side, but continues. It kind of looks in your direction and then looks back. Continues trudging onward.
He just gives me a dirty look.
Yeah. Just absentmindedly. That is
Yep.
Scorpion's turn.
Yep.
Next
Do
up,
I hear anything coming up behind me? Just real quick.
you take a gander. Don't seem to see anything. So finally, the ghosts get to take their turn. They are going to advance and close in on the group that's ahead. The one that just got shot by Scorpion is actually going to reach Kevin first and is going to pull out its a sort of scalpel from its lab coat and take a swing at Kevin.
Well, I
That's-
had an attack ready.
That's right. So you get your attack goes off first. So against this encroaching one, go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
Do believe. Yep. Wait, 2?
You have an extra attack, don't you?
Oh, right, I do.
Yeah, because it's a full attack action.
Yeah.
Okay, 19.
19 definitely hits.
I'm gonna
This is
roll
with the
other
rhino?
one, 2.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
Oh, I wish I had
Yes.
a critical at 19, but 30 definitely hits.
If I recall correctly from last time, the rhino has piercing power.
Yes.
Sure does. Let's see, that's tasty taste. No, wait, no. Hold on. Oh yeah, tasty, tasty. Da, da, da. Give me a moment here. I'm gonna do them separately. 22
All right, 2.
to 20. That's a total of 42.
All right. So you blast it twice as you see it coming towards you. Just and you see these spurts of blood and smoke shooting out from the wounds as it but continues advancing forward before lunging at you with this scalpel. So the 24 from before hits you.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and roll both of its attacks against you. 21, does that also hit?
Pretty sure it does. Yes.
Okay, you take 12 points of slashing and necrotic damage.
Okay.
And from the 21, since that also hits, you take 11 points of slashing and necrotic damage. It just stabs into you and grabs hold of you, and you are also now grappled by the ghost. The other one is going to advance in between Chauncey and Enyo, since they were positioned nearby each other, to attack the same one within melee range. It's going to swing once at Chauncey. 18?
No.
And so
No,
it
it does
just
not.
swings wildly with its arm, with this bone saw, but it just kind of bounces off of your armor. It's going to swing again at Enyo for its second attack. That's a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
Misses.
But I believe Enyo is immune to necrotic damage, isn't she?
Oh, yeah, isn't that like an evolve thing?
Question.
Trying to remember what we did for her infection origin.
I'm looking.
Yeah, you're immune to all necrotic damage. So yeah, I will not roll for that then, just to make the math a little bit easier. So you only take 13 points of slashing damage.
Brace.
All right.
I take none of it.
Oh, there you go. So no damage for you. However, you are still grappled. As this, you see the bone saw coming in for what would be a deadly swipe against your throat, but you bring up your arm to block it, and it just gets lodged in there. But you're still locked in together with
I have
this
a question.
creature. Yep.
Where is it? Can I use a reaction whenever I want?
Once
Or is
per
it only on my
round.
turn?
But you just used your
Yeah,
reaction to
yeah, your
brace,
turn.
though.
Was Brace a reaction?
Yeah, brace is a reaction.
Oh man. Oh. Can I take that back?
What do you want to try?
I want to use my new thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Roll in acrobatics.
Oh, you want to try?
And I contest the. Wait!
Well, you'd have to roll natural
That's a
20
dumb
to
idea. I'm
contest
not
that.
contesting that. Never mind. No, I'm bracing. I'm not
Alright.
contesting that.
All right. So yeah, you still block. All right, you're grappled. But that is going to be the end of the ghost's turn. Back up to the top of the round and brings us to Chauncey Enyo. And Kevin and Scorpion. Really, everybody gets to go before the other. So, but let's just take it one at a time then. Chauncey.
So the one closest to me is the one that's grappling Inyo right now, right?
Yep.
I'll move in as close as possible again. I'm going to throw two shells into my Hydra, and I'm going to let one of those attacks rip.
All right.
Yeah. There's a 20.
20 hits. Now this guy's pretty fresh. He's just come onto the scene.
31. Oh, this one wasn't the one that Scorpion shot
No,
at?
that one's on Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 31.
All right, 31 points of fresh blasting.
And then
And it actually needs to make a strength save off of that to see if it
Yes.
maintains the grapple.
plus the knockback as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it loses the grapple, and so you're adding knockback on that.
Yeah.
16.
Nope.
Yeah, so it also
gets knocked back.
just goes instantly as you're locked with its weapon, and you just hear this as the figure suddenly just gets swiped away and blown past you. It is no longer threatening you in such a way, and you now have a bit of space.
I'm going to switch out my weapons now from the Hydra to the S&W.
All right, pull out your 6-shooter.
Yeah, and then I'm
Magnum.
gonna rain a shot at it.
All right.
The 13 to hit, so Well, this one I didn't have to get as close, so I didn't move in anywhere.
Right, so you're just staying put.
Yeah, and that should be it. 17 to hit.
Still hits.
One shot. 3d12.
Also, I was gonna say your bonus should be a lot higher than that, actually.
It's a plus 13, but I'm using headshot.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, it was headshot.
Headshot.
Forgot headshot
always
all the
headshot.
time. I keep forgetting it's always headshot.
Yeah, it's always headshot or always haymaker.
Went to the option menu and turned headshot on toggle.
And so that is 3d12 plus 17. But yeah, it is a lot higher. Let's go with 48.
Ooh. Those are some high
nice.
rolls.
That's a 12-12
Yes, sir.
on a D12.
Is this regular? This one doesn't have any
This one
piercing
is.
resistance overcoming, does it?
It does not.
Okay.
It does not.
So this one passes through its misty form a bit, but still manages to cut through it for quite a bit of damage. All right, and that's all Chauncey can do, right?
Yes.
All right, so next up is going to be Enyo. One's now 10 feet away from you, I think. It was the knockback.
So there's one 10 feet away?
Yep, and
Yeah.
then there's another one pretty close by, probably no further. That's on Kevin. That one sustained a bit more damage.
She'll punch the one near Chauncey.
All right, so you go for the one Chauncey was attacking. $27 hits.
Low roll.
Oof. But it is explosive damage, so
Yeah.
solid strike.
Extra attack.
Also hits. All right,
Still up?
another solid strike. It's still standing, but you hit it again.
Conserved combat.
Stays.
These things are tough.
Pretty tough ghosts.
Piss off, ghost.
Did I take it out?
13.
With that last driving strike, it does not seem to buckle quite yet, but it is extremely hurt.
Yeah, that's the end of her turn.
All right, so that's the end of Enyo's turn. Still in place. Kevin, you're up.
Alright. So, Kevin is currently grappled, yes?
Yes, he is.
Wait, I didn't know he was grappled. Oh. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
oh man, I would have attacked that one. Okay, never mind.
So,
That's okay.
Here's the question. What can I do to get ungrappled?
Well, you could attack it, or you could attempt to expand one of your actions to make a contested roll against a DC to see if you can escape.
And what would that stat be? Strength?
That'd be athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Oh. Well, yeah,
But again, being grappled doesn't inhibit you, from doing any of your attacks or anything like that. You might be at disadvantage if it's within melee range for certain ranged weapons, but it's up to you how you want to do this.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is
What are you doing?
I'm just thinking. Sorry. Yeah, I'll roll a contested check.
All right, go ahead and make your roll.
Will do.
Take it that's acrobatics for you.
Yep, that is a +2. Oh, jeez.
Doesn't quite cut it. You struggle against it and push back, but you can't quite get this scalpel unlodged from your shoulder.
I'm assuming while I'm grappled. Now, I used my action anyway, but...
That expends one of your attacks. You have multiple attacks, so you could try again, or you
Oh.
can make an attack.
I'm assuming I can't use items while I'm grappled?
No,
You can use items.
the only thing it changes is that your speed is 0.
Yeah.
So you just can't
Oh,
move.
wow. I'm gonna pop my double green.
Okay. Well, you would have to use a whole action for that. But you've already used your action to essentially begin the attack action, which is
That's what I asked.
Yeah, well, it's not because you're grappled. It's because you took the attack action. So now you could either attempt to contest again, or you could attempt to attack.
I'm going to attack. Let's see. I actually got my roll wrong last time. Hold on a second. Oh, jeez. Moment. Okay, where did I put that? I think it was. Okay, what are those what are these roll numbers again?
For which weapon?
I'm using the rhino again.
Okay, using the rhino. It's a d20 plus your mobility modifier plus your proficiency bonus plus any bonuses the weapon has.
But does he take disadvantage for being?
Yeah,
out of range?
and this range you would be at disadvantage.
Okay, so. All right. That's not good. Okay.
So 13 still hits.
13. Oh, good. Goody. All right. Okay, 16.
All right.
16 points of damage. And that's with the rhino, right? So
Yep, it pierces.
yeah. So you get a shot off in the middle of the struggle, just heading into its sort of lower abdominal area as much as you can get shot on from your position in the middle of this grapple. So it seems to have sustained some hefty damage, but it's still standing. But that's the last of your attacks. And unless you have any bonus actions, that's going to be your turn.
That'll be it.
Did he break
Alright.
the grapple?
Right, yeah, he does need to make a strength save.
He succeeds.
Yeah, it does succeed. Yeah. So he's still grappled. Scorpion, your turn though.
Still up?
Yep, both ghosts are still up.
Just one? Oh, there's still both of them are still up.
Yep.
Is there anyone that looks more? One of them looks less up.
They actually both look kind of comparable if you advance a little bit to see them, because they are a bit outside of your range.
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
but
it's true. They would have moved up forward. So I would kind of where I'm at by the side of like the road in like the bushes, gonna sneak up, bonus action hide, get in range, and then shoot at the one that's nearest, which I think the one would be by Kevin.
All right.
Let's see if this new attack thing works. Oh, that should have been an advantage. Oh. Nope, still wrong.
What would you have advantage on?
Because bonus action hide.
Oh, you took a bonus action to hide. Gotcha. That's 21.
That's a 10, and then that's so the 10. So the 21 to hit.
Yep, hits.
All right. Here comes a buttload of half damage.
Yeah, but a buttload of half damage is still a lot of damage.
Yeah.
especially when it's that half of a damage.
63 points of a regular piercing damage.
Oh yeah, so this one, it's grappling with Kevin. Kevin, you're struggling against it. All of a sudden, you see a bullet just take its head off of the top, and the rest of the body just fades away after.
Awesome. Ignore this. I'm going to try that one more time. Completely ignore this.
Okay, that worked.
Hey.
So that's...
No, it didn't work. Uh-oh. Okay.
No, yeah, that's
Anyway,
true. It added
you
them
can
up.
continue.
All right, so next up is going to be the ghost's turn. The only one remaining is the one that's been bullied by Enyo and Chauncey. This thing, it is, with all of the damages sustained and is the last strike that came across its jaw, you see it's the lower part of its entire jaw is essentially gone missing. It's just a dangling tongue. And you see this face just transform into this ghastly, horrific visage, and it just screams breathily at you. I guess that would be, yeah, the only ones who are close enough really to see it would be Enyo, Chauncey, and Kevin. So I need each of you to make wisdom saves.
Fear? This frightful presence?
You'd think I'd be immune to this by now. just stating this. I've seen a lot of stuff.
26.
Hey.
Oh yeah, Kevin's good.
You said it was a wisdom?
Yep.
Okay. Hey.
Same as the rest of my stats.
Hey.
Ooh,
Hey.
so Chauncey and Enyo are frightened.
2 powerhouses. Shouldn't be afraid of nothing. We're scared.
And it is going to back away and disappear into the mist. So it is now unseen.
So I was like, it's disengaged that it just backed away with?
Essentially.
Awesome. Awesome.
Well, I guess technically Enyo can make a opportunity attack, actually, because she was within melee of it. Well, actually, were you both within melee?
I blasted 10 feet.
No,
away
yeah,
from
you're
where I
away.
was.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Enyo ran up and punched it after that, so Enyo
Yeah.
can get an
Yeah.
opportunity attack.
She's bullying it.
You would just
With
be at
fear, though, that's
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage because you're frightened. No,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
still
Doesn't
hits.
matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, a roll.
Yeah, and with that, as it's attempting to back away, you, Enyo, are terrified of this display. Now, again, feeling a broader range of emotions due to your fresh brain parts. And everything that has transpired over the course of this has really kind of shook you to your core. You're not used to this hallucinatory stuff and all these ways that your mind is being messed with. But even with this fear, you would be sweating if you had such pores, but you steel your resolve and throw down one last punch as it's backing away. Enough to knock it to the ground and disappear into the fog.
Okay, so that time it disappeared. That was like a disapparition, not a retreat.
Yeah, that was a full disapparition as it fell onto the ground.
Just holding for a moment longer. Rifle ready. No other movement.
Don't perceive any immediate threats.
All right, he's gonna walk back out from the bushes and rejoin the party. Oh, I hate this road.
Jones is going to take this time and reload his weapons.
All right.
As
Same
well.
here.
Yeah. I haven't had to reload in combat yet. That thing's lasted longer than 3 rounds.
And
So-
your reloads have thingies for the next punch.
You all
Bonus action reload.
stay for a moment, load your weapons. Still completely dark outside of any light provided by Chauncey's flashlight. But using your muscle memory, you easily reload all your weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Around you is stillness and silence, bristling of trees. You guys press on.
Yes.
All right, continuing
The
down the
information, I
road.
think.
Same formation, same marching order.
I assume so.
Yes.
All right, so you fall back in line. You keep walking, and you hug the road and stick to the direction when the fork in the path comes to be able to get to the greenhouse. And you see coming in out of the fog this tall, long structure of frosted glass panes, including a gable roof on top. And only two parts not constructed of glass. The northern side is an ancillary structure of concrete, probably a storage area, judging by the dock door built into it. Then at the very front, the west side, is the front entrance, which is set in a concrete structure that looks to contain a long hallway. So it's like a bit of a hallway going into the main glass greenhouse. But on that
Exactly.
hallway front entrance, there's sliding steel doors with a card reader.
It looks like there's offices in that front hallway.
No, it doesn't seem to be very much.
It's just a hallway.
It's just a short lead in.
Yeah. I head there. Or do we want to head to the wait, which part of the building did you say the storage
On
facility
the
was in?
north side, so facing
Back
it,
in?
it's on the
Oh,
left.
oh, so
It's on
further
the
away.
left side of the building. Yeah, you could just go a bit further and see that there's like a dock door going into it, but it's kind of at a bit of a elevation from where you're standing.
Mm-hmm. Want to head inside the greenhouse first? Grab some
Yeah.
herbs.
Let's get some herbies.
Speaking of which, Kevin wants to use this double green.
Oh yeah, so you could go ahead and heal yourself up.
All right. And what do I roll for that again?
You said it was green.
Two green.
So 44
44?
plus 4.
Good.
That's like 52 health.
It's like I'm sitting here going, I've been rolling hit dice this entire time.
Your hit dice are better than the.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
100%. 100%. Plus, like, I have a lot of health to lose.
Yeah. I actually should we. We're still gaining elevation, right?
This thing's still moving.
I would love to take a short rest. I don't know if we can though.
I'm willing to
I think we
take,
just-
I'm willing to take a long rest. Like, I'm in. It's dark out. I don't like being out in the dark.
I think we should see first if there's any herbs here that we can just completely just demolish, and then how our health's after that.
I mean, I'm cool with like a short rest while people are making concoctions too. So
Yeah, I don't have to rest to get any resources back. So like, if you need a rest, you can go in and just like shuttle stuff back and forth and take care of anything
I
inside.
can always use a short rest.
Yeah.
But I have other things that I need to find that are not herbal, but they are a remedy.
Well, Kevin could use a short rest.
All right, should we set up inside that concrete structure just so we're not out in the open?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
probably wise.
All right. So you swipe the key card on the steel doors. Beep. It opens, and inside is a stark white hall with circular holes peppering the walls. You all make your way inside. The doors.
You said
Yep.
with like holes peppering the sides.
Yeah. There's like these circular holes peppering along the walls, just all along.
I really hope that's disinfecting.
You all go inside. Doors closed. And just leads to an almost identical looking set of doors on the other side. And you see red lights light up above the doors on either side of this hallway, as you seem to be locked inside. Before suddenly, a fine mist begins spraying out of these holes in the side of the wall. Yeah, pretty much smells like hand sanitizer, essentially. But
is it a cleaner mist?
It's
is it a white mist?
It's clear.
Smells like Febreze.
Yeah, basically. And by the time that sprays for maybe 5 seconds before stopping, you all are a little damp, and then all of a sudden, doors light up. Your locks release. You're clean.
Yay!
All right.
About time.
Maybe not in this room, but maybe the room directly after. You can get a set up for a short rest.
I've been short resting since we left. What are you talking about?
Like we catch up with Chauncey, and he's just like on automatic pilot, just walking in.
All right, so you all head into the next chamber, or are you just sticking in this one?
I'll move forward into the next room now that we're clean. I don't know how good the sleeps will be with the hand sanitizer.
Yeah, every time the door closes, just.
All right, so you open up into the next chamber, which kind of leads you up immediately on the other side of that door. It kind of before the door is kind of like a short like step up. There's a bit of stairs that lead you up a slight elevation, and then there's the doors. You open up those doors onto what looks like a series of catwalks, but before you is this industrial-sized greenhouse chamber spanning hundreds of feet into the distance. There are frosted glass panes through which the outside light is diffused, at least if there were any. It is currently night, so now the only light is hanging from these sort of lights descending from the ceilings.
Mm-hmm.
So, but those frosted glass panes form the roof and walls of this entire place. On the ground are countless green, red, and blue herbs growing in the soil. And again, you're walking on these catwalks that provide elevated walkways around the chamber's edge and through the center. But you all realize immediately that you're not quite alone in here, as you hear this movement along the walkways. But looking around, you don't see anything immediately standing on them. But they're the kind of walkways that have kind of openings throughout them, where you could you could see through them to a certain extent, and you do see movement on their undersides.
This is giving me some real strong manifold tower vibes of that one room with the plant thing.
I remember. Yeah,
I don't remember if we ever found out if there was a connection where like if Emil supplied that for Walker, because I don't know if we have to fight about the plant thing.
Well, as you say that, you see, and again, there's between these walkways, there are like these openings where you could see the herbs laid out. This huge field of herbs planted beneath these walkways. There's definitely some design similarities to what you saw in the Manifold Tower, but swinging out from under these, you see a couple of figures climb out onto these metal walkways. You recognize them immediately because they are very familiar.
Oh, okay.
To each of you on site. As you see at least 2 now level with you on the walkways of these figures that look basically entirely like Katara, but with white hair, ashen gray skin, and glowing red eyes.
There she is.
Now wearing these sort of dark, form-fitting suits, unlike the last time you saw them, Scorpion.
That is funny. That is really funny. Just that visual, because, like, the movements of the Katara clones, like, I think of them as, like, lickers. So lickers in suits. Not lickers in suits.
Not
Suits,
like
that's what they
formal
are.
suits, but yeah. Not like business casual, but
Is it like a bodysuit? Like
a body combat suit kind of thing.
My comment still stands.
And there are now a couple level with them, and you see some movement beneath the catwalks and through the lattice of it, of others that seem to be crawling beneath. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Can we get a count of how many are crawling around?
Perception check. Actually, I'll say you can pretty readily tell, because you're about to see.
Yeah.
There look to be 5 in total in here.
Okay.
As soon as the first one pops out, I'm switching to the Gatling gun and throwing the Hydra up onto my suit.
Gotcha.
The heck are those?
And I'm gonna start spinning. Crap.
Oh, that's wrong.
That is weird.
That's wrong.
That is weird.
Yeah, there's those. As you saw them termed in her notes, Project Alshape.
Yep.
And you all pop up around here.
I zoomed in all the way, and it's just like, ugh.
So the ones
weird.
that are
It looks like
upside down are on the underside of the
Gotcha.
walkways.
they look like they. No offense to your Photoshop skills, they look like they were imported out of an RPG horror game. Like, you know that vibe, like Aoani or something. It's like these little like weird little sprites that are like, oh, I'm gonna scare you.
They look like, they look like the what would pop up on like a Impossible Maze game prank.
I didn't roll the thing.
Oh, geez, freaking Kevin and Shanti are rolling.
Oh man.
Oh, dang.
What the heck?
Oh, dang. Rolls that 20 as well.
I was like, what was it? Like Chauncey rolled a 20 last round.
Mm-hmm.
And then you rolled a 19 this round. Everyone else rolled a 20. I'm sitting pretty with a 3.
Everybody's high rolling. So, yeah, good. Scorpion, you're the only one who's that low. Yeah, everybody was high roll on this one. So, all right, Chauncey, you'd be up first.
See, like, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm
I was
trying
gonna
to
say,
figure out what I'm doing.
like, everyone else was just like, oh yeah, this is the first time we saw them, trying to start shooting, and then like G's just like, wait a minute, they're wearing something new. What's going on here? who got these women changed? Hold on, let me just like I have to process this for a moment, and then he realizes combat started.
All right, so you said the ones that are standing upright are the ones that are above.
Yeah.
They're on the catwalk.
Well, and this one that's sideways is crawling along the walls and descending from the sort of glass panes along the side.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh. So I can shoot that one as well. The other.
Oh, yeah,
ones
for
are
sure. It's like a
underneath.
bug on the wall that's crawling across.
Okay. I am going to risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna move up. Let's go here. I'm gonna move up to there, and I'm gonna go ahead and start lighting this guy, this Katara up. That's right beside me.
All right. And this is with the Gatling gun?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say since combat was about to initiate, I would say it was enough. You had enough time to get the switch done, but I'll say you'll still have to expend one of your attacks to rev up on this turn, and then you still have your other attack available.
Sounds good to me. And yeah, headshot. So. Ugh. Oof. 13.
13 does not quite cut it. So you attempt to just start blasting, but this thing in its close proximity is just dodges out of the way with this unnatural reflexive speed. It's just a blur.
I'm gonna go ahead and I want to action surge. I do feel like I want to action surge. Yeah, we'll go ahead and action surge
All right.
and send a couple more bullets down. Higher than 4. Let's go. Oh no! Why?
Wow.
Why? That one
Ooh.
obviously misses.
You
Yeah.
blew your natural 20s on initiative.
Yeah, on initiative.
I know, right? And finish that off with wait a second.
Yeah, so at this point it's gotten around your outside flank and it's just shoving the barrels out of the way, and you're wrestling with it just as the Gatling gun sprays into the rooftop.
Let's you said it was getting late, right?
Yeah, it's into night.
All right, let's go ahead and kick off a little bit of Vanguard mode. As an action, I'm gonna go ahead and do overclock my suit for the next 10 minutes.
Oh, that would have to be a full action.
Oh, it's the full action? Not
Yeah,
the
so
extra?
yeah,
Okay.
not
Never
one of
mind
your
then. I'll
attacks.
shoot it.
So yeah.
Next time I'll get it. Ah,
I have a question.
jeez.
Unfortunately not. What's your question?
Do these Katara things count as humans?
Like humanoid? Or
Human. Like, I don't want to say it because I don't want to reveal it yet. If it's...
no, they're not quite human.
Oh, man. Okay.
That's the end of my turn then.
All right, next up is Kevin.
All I'm going to say is I'm trying to figure out when I could use the thing that I crafted.
All right.
I thought maybe this would be a really fun idea. But they don't human then, it's okay.
That is a really large. Okay. Okay, so oh, that's So what I want to do is throw out a Molotov, but here's the question. If I throw out a Molotov, will it start incinerating the herbs?
I would say it depends on where you throw it.
Huh.
We are above, I think. We're on like a rail above the herbs, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
there's a
Molotov
bit
is
of,
liquid and there's like holes in the grate.
There's holes in your grate.
I am pretty great. What?
But there's holes in it.
So I'm gonna have Kevin move 15 feet over here. And yeah, he's gonna move over here and another 5 feet. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire another rhino shot at say this one right here.
now that one's on the underside of the grate. I would say it
Oh.
is.
Oh, it is. Oh, I see.
I would
how
say,
it
yeah,
goes.
at that angle, it would be kind of full cover.
Right here, then.
All right, so the one that
Like that.
Chauncey failed to hit.
Yes. And that was a. That was. Okay. Gotcha. All right.
$27 hits.
All right. Okay. And that is 18.
All right, 18 points of piercing damage. And that's with your rhino, so that
Yep.
is piercing power. All right. Take aim and fire and just send a round straight into its shoulder as it's wrestling around with Chauncey's barrel and just you see a spatter of blood shoot outwards. And it grabs it and then just hisses at you.
Right, and I have 2 attacks, don't I?
Yep.
I'll do that again.
All right.
Or not.
All right. I'll say, yeah, your attack just goes wide on that one and just makes a dent in the glass on the other side.
All right. Let's see.
In that case,
do
if it hits
believe
more
that-
over here, it's like solid wall, because it's all solid wall along this side, where on the other side would be a room.
That does make sense. But that's my turn.
All right, that's Kevin's turn. Staying put. Enyo, you're up next. And I was gonna say, I think I know what you're talking about. In that case, I would say it would apply. They're human enough. Is Enyo
Rosie there?
Rose with
I
us?
was muted.
Okay.
If you see my character jumping up and down, that probably means I'm talking. Oh, I was gonna say, because I'm thinking, because I really want to use it during this like series, and I don't know if I can use it on the other 2 because there's just like smoke things.
Smoke dings.
I'll think about it. I'm gonna
Alright.
attack for now.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Which one did Kevin attack?
Kevin, attack this one up here.
Yep.
See, where's this one? Is that just on the ground?
This one,
underneath
yeah.
it.
The ones that are upside down are crawling along the underside of the walkway.
Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Where is it? I'm on a steroid. Not haste, steroid.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so one of those liquid-filled tubes unveils itself on your back and just sinks whatever formula into your spinal column.
I forget, does it? That doesn't boost movement speed, right?
It doubles your movement.
No, it does boost. It does,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm gonna go, someone's underneath. I guess I'll get that one if the other ones are underneath.
Yeah, the only ones in plain line of sight are
I kind of want to do something fun.
this one.
Can I do
this
something fun? Do I have
one, and
permission to
that
do something
one.
fun?
Yes.
I mean, it's
I'm
always up
going
to
up
you.
on top of this one
All right.
and punching the grate.
Okay.
Crush its fingies.
I'll say make an attack roll against the grate.
Does it crush its titties?
Crush its fingies. It's holding onto the grate.
Get your head out of the gutter. Wow.
What am I rolling?
Just an attack roll. Attack roll against the grate. And seeing as you're doing explosive damage, which doubles against objects and structure, I would say if this hits a high enough AC, you could punch a hole in it. Oh yeah, 18. That is super solid. I would say that's enough
That's also
to
a
just,
charge attack.
right. So just you punch a clean hole straight through. sending shards of metal clattering against its abdomen as it's facing upwards, just like. But you now have a clear shot at it.
Do I need to roll damage for punching the grate?
No.
Okay. So that was my. It was an action to. Yeah, that was an action to use a steroid, right? So.
Yeah, if you're doing it as a cast, then yeah.
So that means that would have been my steroid action then.
Yeah.
So that means I still have my concerned combat. And I'm gonna grapple it.
Ooh, make an athletics check. It's going to have to make an acrobatics.
With my conserved combat.
Pull it through the hole that you just punched.
Yeah.
Well,
Ooh, that's only a 12.
well, I'm looking at.
Athletics.
So this is gonna be. I went past it. Yeah, this is gonna be. Hold on.
What's it gonna be?
Hold on.
We're never gonna know.
Hold on, I might have read stuff wrong.
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Hold on. Okay. Okay, so she's I don't know how to explain this. I'm using conserved combat to do a takedown where I grab her and throw against the top of the grate.
Okay, how does takedown work in that case?
Takedown is yeah, on a fail the target is knocked prone. If I hit them with an unarmed strike.
Oh, so yeah, I hit with an unarmed strike first. So go ahead and make a attack roll then against them.
But the way I'm trying to flavor it is that she's like, because it's underneath her, she grabs it and then throws it down.
Yeah, because you're with mixed, right? It's the mixed takedown.
Yeah. That definitely.
Oh, you're reaching the 5.
That has to.
Yeah, you can. Yep, that does hit.
And then, yeah, was that a strength save? No. So she needs to make strength saving throw.
Okay, so now I'll roll a different
8.
one. Strength
Yeah.
saving throw. Go ahead and roll your damage while we're at it. That is an 11.
That definitely, definitely fails. So that's. No, this isn't a crit, so it's just regular damage.
Well, you did charge, right? So,
I did charge on the.
well, it's on all your
I
attacks
think I
that
can only
turn.
use
All your
charge once.
attacks.
All your
Is
attacks
it on
that
all of
turn.
them?
Yeah, we
all your
established this
attacks.
last time.
Oh.
All attacks during that turn.
Okay, I'll just do
So
that.
15 plus 3. So, alright, 18 points of explosive damage. As you get down under there, grab it, and so you're attempting to haul it up and then judo slam it onto one of these grates.
Yes.
Alright, so you,
And then it's knocked prone on the grate.
yeah, you pick it up and then just slam it down right here, and it is now prone on the floor there. Right onto the walkway. Alright, so that's Enyo's turn.
Yes.
Alright, next
But I
up.
feel like
Yeah?
I'm gonna pitch this for the party. I'm gonna let the party know. I have a single P30 device,
Mm-hmm.
and I need something to use it on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I should use it on one of these things, or if I should try use it on, I don't know, a meal.
Well,
Or
it's his turn next, so.
what was it?
What?
And these things are going next.
Well, let's see.
Tell you, I need an opinion on what I should use it on. Because I don't know if I can use it on the heads.
Okay, so next up are the Alshapes. They at the start of their turn, you see that wound, that shot that went through their the shoulder that Kevin put in the one next to Chauncey begins to seal up, and new tissue forms over it. And the one that you threw onto the ground next to you, Ennio, you see it also just some blood had spurted out of its mouth, but it also begins to withdraw some of its bruises, and they get a bit better.
Oh, I don't like that.
So
Oh yeah, that's real bad. Gotta kill him fast.
next, so they get to take their turn, and the one that's on. Well, first, this one's gonna stand from prone. This one is gonna hop down from the wall and going to just leap over that intersection there, prowling like a monkey over the railings, and then landing over on this side. This one is going to charge in over at Ennio here. Actually, it's going to position itself there. This one is going to spider climb along the side here. And it is going to use its action to dash, actually. And at least... Actually, it's going to stay put for now. And it's going to stay in that place. But the rest are going to start unleashing their attacks. So, against Chauncey, they are going to come at you. The first one with claws. 17 to hit.
Miss.
And 21.
Miss.
All right, the other one's going to attempt the same. Coming out with you with claws. Another 21. And a natural 20.
Miss.
No.
So
Wish.
that one's actually going to... That's going to go for damage as it rakes its claws across your armor and tears through between some of the plates. You are going to take... terrible rolls. 9 points of slashing damage.
That was pretty garbage.
And then the two on Ennio. Also going to swing at you with claws. One to your left is 11, 12. Don't quite hit. The other one,
Can't hit me.
15 and 11.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not getting anything on you.
Where's
But-
its crit? What the crap?
That's going to be the end of their turn. Scorpion's up next,
So there's only one left under the grates now.
essentially.
Aw. That's a really cool in mind if there's a bunch left under the grates. Gonna...
You still do it.
Yeah, it's not as cool if there's only one.
You still do it.
Okay. Okay, fine, you convince me. Scorpion's gonna run and hop over the edge of the corner of the railing there, just kind of like
You
jump
vault
over. Spin midair, use his grapple gun to grapple to the bottom of the grate, and like plant his feet underside with his grapple. So he's now standing upright underneath the grate, and he's gonna take a shot at this one beneath.
Wait, hold on. So you're using...
Hold
How is this
Defying
working?
gravity.
How's this working?
Actually, I can't take a shot because the
need two
hook shot is an
hands.
action. Is it a bonus action or an action? It is. My sheet is acting up.
Oh, why does this keep happening with your sheet when you're fighting these things?
No. It is an action. That's because I have to keep having to zoom in.
Yeah, so that's your action. So yeah, describe for me
And
then,
then-
how's this working again? So you used your grapnel gun
To
to
launch to the bottom of the grate. So now he is like planted feet upright underneath the grate.
Okay.
With his feet, like with his grapple, tethering him to the bottom of the grate.
Oh, gotcha. And so you're just tying that around you to be able to hold you in place?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
And a bonus action spot that thing.
All right, this one is spotted. Let me put a little...
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Let me double check. I think actually there might be a better bonus action, but I don't think I have that as for this class. I think it's only disengage dash hide.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, because if I had the defend option, I think that's a monk thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah,
that's Scorpion's turn. You're positioned
Yep.
neatly under there, and it now looks at you in its upside down state and just is now jaw wide, hanging limply below, unnaturally
And-
so.
Last time he fought these things, it didn't even touch him. So he was just like, come at me.
It's true. Didn't deal any damage to you whatsoever. So that's Scorpion's turn. Back up at the top of the round is Chauncey.
Oh boy. So much for my plans for today. Let's go ahead and try to shoot at one of these guys at least. We're gonna attack the one that just showed up beside me, the one that's not been hit yet.
Right.
Yeah. That's a better number.
There we
25.
go.
25 definitely hits.
Okay. And
And this is with your Gatling gun?
oh yeah. Yeah, 10 rounds. Headshot, all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, D6, that's right. 18. Roll. That's 47 points of damage.
All right. You unload into it and just it shoots back against the railing behind it. Your bullets almost seem to they impact against it, but you don't see too many like spurts of outright blood and flesh. Not quite penetrating as deeply as you would hope for, but it is still taking some damage, but not quite as severely.
Can I have it do a con save and use a maneuver point as limb shot?
Okay. On save.
Yeah, okay. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's 22. So yeah, it bounces off the rails, but it's still kind of keeping its resolve.
Crap. Yeah, extra attack. I'm gonna just run it down.
All right, into the next one.
Same
target?
Same one.
Yeah.
Yeah, same target. 17.
17 still hits.
Okay, good. 49.
Or 9. All right. So I'm loading some more rounds into it. It is
That is,
looking pretty dazed.
That
Quite
is
hurt.
the end of my turn.
All right. Oh, I also forgot to ask a point of clarification as we started out. Is there anybody in the party who's using thermal imaging?
I'm always using my goggles, my infrareds.
Okay.
Scorpion has blind sight up to 10 feet.
Okay. Gotcha. Nenyo, I don't remember. She has IR, right? But has she been using it or
Do I have what?
IR?
Infrared.
Oh. I don't think it's on right now. I don't
Okay.
remember if I had it on or off.
I was gonna say, Chauncey, then at the very least, you would actually notice, obviously they're displaying these heat signatures, but you could actually see within each of these is what looks to be like a sort of parasite kind of at the base of their spinal column, deep within them, that is giving off a more unique heat signature. So
No, whenever I use headshot, doesn't it automatically target that? Or no?
you would have to specify that you're targeting that using headshot. But but yeah, something to note, I guess, for future reference. I forgot to bring that up at the top. So I forgot some of y'all are going around using IR. So that's Chauncey's turn then. Kevin, you're up next.
Oh boy. So Kevin is gonna switch to the PRL. Oh yeah. I know what you're going for here, and I hope I'm right. Oh, right. I should probably say this did alter my plans a bit. I'm gonna go for the one right in front of me. Right here.
Gotcha. All right, so targeting that one. What are you doing?
And
Just firing with
PRL.
it. All right.
Yep.
That's within his range,
14.
right? What's the range on it?
The PRL range is 60. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's definitely within range then.
Excellent.
So 14 does not hit.
Oh,
This one sort of dodges
extra
out of the
attack.
way. The flash of light.
Extra attack. Uh, 17. Does 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Okay. All right. And that is a 1d10.
Also, okay. Yeah, worth noting, the maximum range on the PRL is 60 feet. Its effective range is up to 30 feet, so that is still within range, but any further than that, and you would have disadvantage.
Okay. All right. And I think it's just the 1d10. Yeah.
Yeah, plus your mobility bonus. And plus any bonuses from the weapon.
There ain't any bonuses on the weapon, I believe.
I believe it's a +3. Let me double check. Yeah, it is a +3.
Yeah, it's a legendary weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's +5 for you, since your mobility is +2.
Right.
Okay, so that's
That's a
9 points of flash damage to that one. And I believe it has to make a con save.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
It's a 21, which I believe beats your DC.
Succeeds.
Yeah, so there's a flash of blinding light as this beam of energy hits in. It's just, but it shakes it off.
Okay, I guess that's his turn.
All right, end of Kevin's turn. Next up is Enyo.
I took him off from that.
Are you muted?
You might be muted.
Yes. My ruler disappeared. Oh, okay. Lenny's gonna target this one.
All right. Just with attacks.
And yeah, regular text. And she's gonna do
Unarmed
takedown
strikes.
for this first one.
Gotcha. Well, let's see if you hit first. 25 hits.
So now, yeah, it needs to make a strength save.
All right. That's a natural 20.
I understand.
But let's get the damage anyway.
Fine.
13 points of explosive to it. All right, so you go for a leg sweep and with a hammer fist blow, but its legs don't quite buckle.
Second attack.
Ooh, mega hit.
Extra attack.
All right, from your steroid.
20 hit.
20 does hit.
Oh,
Oof.
weak. And then conserved combat.
Oh, bonus action. They keep
18
going.
hit?
18 still hits. Oh, that's
Okay,
more
that makes
like
up
it.
for it.
17. Ooh, that was a solid round of attacks. All right, so that first blow doesn't quite knock it off its feet, but you follow up with a combination.
I didn't roll that. Where'd that come from?
I have no idea where that just came from. Oh, that was the 8 from a while back. That one didn't roll when you first rolled it, but I guess now it's here.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So,
like here I am.
yeah, you follow up with a solid series of blows, each one impacting with massive force. As there's
Shit! Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry. Guitar. Does this have all of Katara's like stats from before?
You don't know.
Because if it does, that means it's resisting explosive damage.
Doesn't seem to be resistant to any of the attacks you've been doing so far.
Okay. I remember that was always her select like damage resist.
Yeah. But yeah, there's
Okay,
little
good.
shockwaves of force as you impact with each of these, and you could feel internal organs crushing beneath your blows. But that thing's still standing, but it's taken quite a beating.
The P30 or P20? It was P30 or P20?
P30.
P30 is still on the table.
All right.
Hey, you're the one that's using it.
Yeah.
But I need opinions. I don't know what to use it on.
Just kill things. We don't care how you do it, just as long as you're efficient and effective.
Okay, I won't use it then.
No, I'm saying use it. If I had it, I'd
Oh.
have used it. Yeah. As long as you think it's gonna be effective, use it.
I don't know, man. I failed the first time I tried to craft a P30.
I failed 3 rolls the first time I tried to shoot some things. We're good.
Well, next up, that last blow connects with its abdomen, again feeling those crushing organs underneath. You feel it sort of reform internally, and pushing and pulling your arm back. You realize it's beginning to heal some of these wounds. So, yeah, and actually the one that was first attacked right next to you, Chauncey, seems to be pretty much back into the condition that it first began in.
Okay, so the one that Kevin ended up shooting?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the microwave at? Stick him in the microwave.
But for the rest of their turn, they are going to... Well, this one is going to crawl along the underside of this walkway and make some swipes at Scorpion.
I'd do a backflip, but I'm upside down, so it'd be a front flip.
17 to hit.
No!
Ooh, how about 20?
Hold on. Yes!
All right, that hits.
That's my number.
It is actually going to, instead of dealing damage, it's going to grapple you.
Okay, good. That's what happened last time, too.
Yes. So it has now, it's holding on by one arm, and it has to kind of swing one-handed, but you're dodging out of the way for the first one, but it manages to sink its claw into the edge of Walker's suit jacket and just pull you near. The other ones are going to, well, this one's actually going to make a dash for Kevin over here, but you get an opportunity to attack Chauncey if you like.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, while you're rolling that, the one on Chauncey is going to make some swipes. 13.
Just trying
And
to think
natural.
of what I want to attack with. Yeah, that one misses, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go ahead and roll the ones on Enyo then too while we're waiting, because they are going to be swinging at you with more ones. And a 24.
Debating on Haymaker in this sucker.
Does 24 beat Enyo's AC? I think it does. Well, it depends, because
hold on.
with Steroid, you got a +2 bonus to your AC.
It just beats it.
Okay.
It matches it.
It's 24? Wow. All right, so you are going to take...
Can my opportunity attack, can it be a grapple?
It can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Brace.
it counts as a melee attack.
Yeah,
Alright,
a
you
grapple
I'm starting
is
to
a melee
regret
attack.
selecting dodge. I already used my reaction for brace. I didn't really think about the decision. I just need to pick something.
8 points of slashing damage.
And I get to
Braced.
roll athletics on the grapple, right?
Yeah, so you're going to attempt to grapple the one as it passes by you.
Yes.
So it is rolling acrobatics to try and evade your grasp. 15 versus your 17. You actually managed to grapple it then, and it is stuck right here.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, now... Never mind. All right, I'll wait till it's my turn.
That is your reaction, so you can't do anything more than
Yeah.
that. The other one next to Enyo is going to roll its attacks. $11 and almost another teetered on that natural 20 again, but that's 8. So yeah, there constantly there's this barrage of swings coming at you. One of them manages to land a scratch, leaving some claw marks against your silicone. It's a constant back and forth hand-to-hand combat sequence over there as you're parrying and blocking various strikes that are coming your way. But they come through almost wildly, hard to predict, very animalistic. That is going to be all of the Alshapace turns. Next up is going to be Scorpion. You're grappled.
All right. I am grappled. But that doesn't mean too much for me, I think. Although, considering my action economy, I had forgotten that the hookshot was an action. So I'm a whole round behind now.
Mm.
But I'm trying to see if that, yeah, because I can disengage or not disengage. Bonus action, get out of the grapple.
Right. Yeah, so that'd be your acrobatics check. What's your minimum acrobatics? It's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, it's something stupid.
Yeah. So then in that case, yeah, you would probably beat the 13 DC. So yeah,
It's a 21.
you can get, if you take your bonus action, you can get free. So just immediately, it's clutching you by the collar, and you're just easily able to break the grip.
Yep. I'm gonna use my action to. Because now I can't. Is it within 5 feet of Kevin?
It technically is, although he is not quite threatening.
It's not engaged with, like, there's a whole. I know there's a floor between.
No, I'll say this is one-on-one combat for now.
Okay.
But it is spotted.
It is spotted, but I needed an extra action to be able to activate my blackout suit.
What's Scorpion doing?
How far is it to the ground?
It's maybe 10 feet below.
Okay, so I bonus action disengage.
Well,
I'm gonna
it would
like.
have to be an action for you.
No, I mean
Use
not
your
disengage.
bonus
I bonus action get out of the grapple. I mean.
Okay.
And then I am going to like. I'm gonna disconnect the grappling hook, kick off of it and kind of like shove myself back down into the ground, like fall that 10 feet, roll out, pull out the rifle, and I'm gonna fire at it while. How big are these bushes of green herbs?
If you're standing, they would come up to like maybe your knees.
Knees, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna take an opportunity attack for getting out of its range, but I'm gonna drop down to the bottom, roll out, and then turn around and fire at it with the Murmuscle.
Gotcha. I guess you'd have to be one more space away to get out of the. Or if you want.
Well, because I'm 10 feet down.
Oh right, yeah, that's right.
I mean, technically, I could be.
Well, because the geometry is a little tricky here because it's hanging upside down, right? And that's included within that like 10-foot range. So it's like
5 feet.
It's not quite a full 10 feet. So you'd have to move a little bit, but it will make an opportunity attack.
I'll go there. Yeah.
Doesn't quite hit you.
All right.
Since you're on the other side, can you like maybe move a little bit to the side just so out to here so it's less confusing that you're not on the grid there? Oh yeah, there you go. You're in between.
I'm in between.
Okay, so yeah, you got away clean. It swings, but no purchase. 17 hits.
On the rifle.
Yep.
That hits. And there's no sneak attack for this.
All right, hit it. No sneak attack, but still gonna deal some damage here.
34 damage.
Ooh, that's pretty solid, actually.
Normal piercing damage.
Okay. So even having that is going to be... All right, a solid hit. I'm actually going to give it a strength save to see if it could...
Yeah.
Hang on here. Which, yeah, no, it... well, considering how much damage it actually took from that... Yeah, I would say that succeeds.
That's true. Yeah.
So its head just rocks as the white hair flails all over the place, but it is still holding on.
All right. I'm going to stay where I'm at currently.
Gotcha.
Oh, actually, he's gonna. Does the downwards movement dropping, does that count as movement speed, or is that just like free movement?
Like Discord just did what Lawrence has been doing.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I think Discord's gonna be killing us one by one. I would say that I would say that's free movement. That's free fall movement.
Okay. So that would be the 10. I'm gonna move out this way because I want to kind of draw it out
Gotcha.
into this open area. So if anyone else wants to take some pot shots at it.
Gotcha. All right. So you complete that movement. Is that gonna be it for Scorpion's turn?
Yeah.
Top of the round, Chauncey. You've got this thing grappled now.
So I want to like sling the Gatling gun around like my side. I'm assuming I have like some kind of belt. I can slide it around. I'm gonna grab my my Magnum here, and as I grapple this thing, I'm just gonna jam the barrel into its middle back area where you said this parasite was.
Right.
You said middle back.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, it's kind of at the base of the spinal column. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, base of the spinal column. Bang.
All right. Point blank Magnum shot. Let's have it.
Yeah. So.
Good call too, because you're grappling. You need a one-handed weapon.
Yeah, that was the goal. I've been thinking about it the whole time.
Oh, snap.
It is. I should have been more prepared for it then. So 7. 23.
So this is using headshot to make a targeted attack against the parasite.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So 23 hits.
And that was D12. That is 18, right?
Yeah, 18. Because plus 5 mobility. Plus,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it would be no.
Oh,
This
no,
is the
it's
Magnum,
17.
so
17. Sorry, yeah, 17. Oh. Kaboom. 40 points.
All right.
Targeted damage.
Nice.
And that thing has no special buffs to it, so it's just
Right.
just
So
the
that's
Magnum.
yeah. It doesn't. It's not quite as powerful as you would imagine that type of round doing against most targets. However, it does pierce through and hit that parasite within, which you see kind of writhe as it does through your thermal vision. Yeah, that's a solid hit against it.
I'm gonna squeeze the trigger off again.
All right, same attack.
Same exact situation. Like the barrel's still pressed. So yes, the exact
Surgery
same
with
attack.
Magnum.
Still hits.
And that is a 22. Okay. And that was 27 points.
Okay. Another shot. As this thing is writhing in your grip, it's quite hurt, and it is in your grasp. It's stuck, and it is very much hurting.
I think that's all I have available for actions.
Gotcha. So that's Chauncey's turn. Kevin, you're up next.
Wait. Skill shot. I forget what that one was.
You would have to use one of your maneuver points.
Yeah, that's what it is. That
Yeah.
I was trying to remember. Look real quick before we moved along. Yeah, okay, you got me.
All right. So what I want to do is toss a Molotov right here.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the radius on that?
5 feet.
Oh, perfect.
Can I turn the grapple as a human shield kind of thing?
I would say, yeah,
I was hoping you
this
couldn't.
thing's sort of occupying that square ish. So I would say, yeah, that one would definitely
It's
be
like
within it.
pushed into the fire.
Yeah. So they need to make mobility saves.
And that is my tool attack, right?
Yep, your tool save DC. It's a 24 and a 25.
Ooh, wow,
So I
that's,
think, yeah,
that's very high.
They rolled
Yeah.
kind of high, so
I did.
that is going to have the damage, but you could go ahead and roll for that.
Yeah, give me a second here. I have the stats right here. Okay, gotcha. And here is... Where's it again? Yeah, okay, there it is. Hey. Here it is. 15.
All right, 15. So that's halved to 7, but they are not
7.
quite resistant to that. As the Molotov crashes against the railing and spreads fire into that general vicinity. Yeah, that one that Chauncey's holding is looking quite battered as the flames lick against its back and it writhes in pain. Yeah, they have lit fire and now flames are spreading along the surface of the catwalk here. I would say I'll roll D20 here. And if it's 5 or under, things may get interesting.
Oh?
Oh,
Okay, you guys are good.
about a 20.
Oh, okay. It's a different kind of interesting.
But that flame still does seem to persist a bit as it's kind of laying there. It probably won't expire until the next round. So we'll see what happens on Kevin's next turn. But Enyo, you're up next. I
Check
might be
mute.
muted.
Yeah.
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 Hey, I think we should have taken a short rest inside that little chamber, just saying.
Okay, we can take a short rest after this.
Well, yeah, if we can sleep long enough.
What are you doing, Enyo?
I'm gonna try do the thing again.
Which thing?
Takedown.
Okay. Well, yeah. So against the same target, the one on your left?
Yeah.
22 hits.
Dig down.
Let's get damage. Oof. All right. So solid roll. Oh, this is gonna be a +3, so 15.
Fail.
Yeah, that fails. Then it's knocked prone.
So then,
Curious how she typically takes them down. Is it like with a sweep kick, or with your fists, or with a grappling kind of throw?
it's sort of like she does it with like a grapple, unless I specify it's like what I did with Joan, where she like punched her in the face and like slammed her down.
Yeah.
It's usually like a grapple, like throw to the ground.
Gotcha. So
I just pictured it like one of those little boxing things that they keep like wobbling over and coming back up.
And now
Bangs against the
anything I
Mograts.
hit against her is a critical hit.
right.
So, second attack. Sad.
16 still hits.
16 hit? Oh, nice. Okay, that's crit.
And you have advantage too, but it's a crit anyway, so I suppose it doesn't matter too much.
Cool. I'll do it anyway. Yeah, double crit.
Double crit. It's all good. Still crit.
It's 46. Nice damage.
Oh, yeah. So how is this attack coming down?
She's aiming. She's like bludgeoning her chest. And,
Okay.
Like, torso area.
So you bring your fist down and just punch a hole straight through its chest, and here it's what once was beating a heart splatter against the grate beneath, and that thing writhes and squirms for a moment before going limp.
And your turns, and charges her next attack at the other one.
All right.
So that was 2 attacks, so she has extra attack. This is regular damage. No, yeah, another max damage.
Yeah. It's a
And I
lot
can
of max
tap
damage.
Somebody's got
No.
good rolls today. Never mind.
Wait, no, oh, no, I don't have advantage against this one. No!
Yeah, so you land one solid blow and the other one just straight up whiffs. Goes wide. Knocked aside for a moment, and as you attempt to follow up, it doesn't quite follow the trajectory you were hoping for. But landed a solid blow against the side of its temple there.
Alright, that's the end of her turn.
That's all Enyo wrote. So yeah, one of these abominable imitations of Katara are now dead, lying on the floor. But the rest of them are going to take their turn now. So, at the start of their turn, yeah, they all begin to heal and reform from the wounds that they had suffered. All of them, except for the one that is in Chauncey's grasp. That one seems to be just as dire, and its wounds do not seem to be healing.
Is that the one that caught fire?
It did catch fire a bit, but the other one also, next to it, also caught fire and still seems to regenerate.
Okay.
So they're going to take their turn. The one being grappled by Chauncey it's not even going to attempt to get out of it. It's just going to start clawing at you as you're squeezing it in place. It's a 10 and 15. Doesn't quite hit, but the one next to you is also going to attempt such a grapple.
No.
Nope, also doesn't hit. So they're swinging at, but you're in this suit of armor that is keeping you quite fortified. This one, yeah, the one on the underside of the walkway is going to leap down and, yeah, make a run for Mr. G, or rather Scorpion.
Scorpion. Yep.
And,
I keep saying G sometimes.
yeah.
Mr. S.
And is going
Just
to
Mr.,
jump and
actually.
swing at you.
Hey, mister.
That's a 23 to hit, and actually this time this one's just going to do some damage against you.
I'm slippery.
Because you're quite slippery. It realizes now how easily you could slip from its grasp. It's just going to claw at you for 7 points of damage.
And then I still slip out of its grasp and have it.
That's right, so reduce that to 3. Well, it's also slashing damage, which I think you also reduce because of your suit jacket, right?
Oh, yeah. I think I have...
I think you have resistance.
Resistance anyways.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about that. Resistance.
So that's
I need
3.
that on my sheet.
So you take 1 point of damage from that claw attack. But then there's 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
10 points of damage.
Should back up that one. But still resistance, so that's still halved.
Yeah, so
naturally.
half to 5. Yeah, so it's just like
damage.
It's clawing against the outside of Walker's navy blue suit jacket, which is quite armored itself with state-of-the-art fibers.
Yep.
But the one next to Ennio is going to also take a swing. 16 and 15. Yeah, it doesn't quite. You turn your attention to it as it recovers from that blow. Block. Parry. You are not touched. Scorpion, you're up next.
All right, so you said, okay, which one of these? That one is not regenerating?
Yeah, the one that Chauncey shot in the back, it does not seem to be regenerating.
That one still is.
That one was, yeah. In fact, that one is back up to snuff. It took a little bit of damage from the fire, but the burns seem to have completely healed over.
All right.
There's just a hot spot of flame in that area, too. That's kind of like...
Yeah.
You guys have to adjust to.
I'm gonna do something. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let me just look at some
Oh boy, we got plays.
wording real quick. Okay, cool. All right, so he's just gonna yell out, just like, from the water, just say, like, focus fire. I'll distract a couple, and he's gonna use his action to pull that one close to me with the grapple hook. So off the edge, if he can.
Ooh, I think it has to make a roll to see if it
It
can
has to
resist.
make a save, a strength save.
Strength save.
And I think it's flat. 14. I think it's a 17 that it has to beat. It has to beat a 17 strength or gets moved 30 feet towards me.
Ooh, yeah. So you could easily pull this thing over the edge, and landing, because it has to take up a bit of fall. Yeah, it could land prone right here next to you.
Yeah. That's my action.
All right, so
I'm going to use a bonus action disengage to now back up and start running these things in a circle.
Gotcha. And it's actually fallen far enough to take a little bit of fall damage. It took 1 point of fall damage.
Yeah, I think he's just going to move his full movement.
Gotcha. So you run out in that direction. You said you disengaged?
Yeah, bonus action disengage, and he's just going to be a live bait for these things running him around in a circle.
Gotcha.
Because I don't even think with the damage that I can do on my own, going to be able to do too much to these anyways.
All right, gotcha. So that's Scorpion's turn. Back up at the top of the round, we're back to Chauncey.
Okay,
It's going to be a
so
slippery little dick.
your little plan. Can I attack the creature I have grappled by using it as a weapon? Or by jumping over
What does that mean?
over the well, I want to, because I have it grappled, I want to jump over the rail and kind of use it as my cushioning fall on top of the one that's already prone. So I kind of want to attack the one that's prone with the one that's almost dead.
Okay, so this is a bit of an action hero move. You're literally just going to
Yeah.
tackle this thing over the edge and try and land on them both.
Well, I was going to use the jet boots kind of thing.
Okay.
Height as well.
Okay, I see how this is going. Yeah, This
Okay.
is a total action hero move. This is going to require an athletics check to pull off to see if you
Okay.
can get both of them. But at the very least,
Okay.
yeah, the maneuver of running, jumping, boosting, tackling this thing off is going to succeed. So you at least be able to land on the one.
Okay. And you said
You can move a
athletics.
grappled creature.
Yeah, because the grappled creature moves with you. So athletics to see how you do.
Okay, let's go. Oh, 29.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. So yeah, you just wrestling shoot, take down, sweep it up by its legs, drive with your shoulders, boost with your rockets, and clear the edge, land down, slamming both of these down onto the ground. I would say you have to release the grapple, but you can drive those two down, and with superhero landing, clear some dust and green herbs around you, and are able to actually not be prone by the end of this, if you so choose.
Nice.
So, but the both of them, I would say, go ahead and roll, just roll 2d6 for me to see how much damage they take.
Okay.
That would essentially be kind of stacked falling damage.
I was gonna add Haymaker to it if you were gonna make me roll an attack. But yes, that's 7.
I will say it doesn't take up your attack, but I'll let you have at least that bit of damage for free.
Okay.
That's movement damage.
Nice.
Yeah, movement damage, essentially. Yeah, how often do you get damage out of your movement on your turn? Yeah, so the one that you tackled down onto the floor, yeah, that one is definitely looking quite severely hurt as they both land, one on top of the other.
Okay, so now I'm going to shoot it in the back.
All right. Roll for attack.
Yeah. Oof, 11.
11 does not quite hit. Well, hold on.
Dang
Let
it.
me check something.
Okay.
Because conditions...
Oh, wait, they're prone too, so
Prone.
that's
Let me see.
advantage, right?
Prone,
Oh,
which
okay.
has advantage
For
if
a
the attacker
range
is within
attack.
5 feet. Otherwise,
Yeah.
and because you don't have disadvantage within... Yeah, you actually have advantage because it's prone and you're within 5 feet.
Okay. Let me just roll another one here.
Shoot,
Yeah.
yeah, that applies for Chauncey with his guns because
Is that
his gun move.
14? Dang it.
Still
14?
doesn't quite hit.
Dang. All right. I'm gonna try again.
Yeah, you just kind of fire from the hip, but it goes wide, kicking up some herbs beside it.
Okay. And this one still has advantage though, right?
Still has advantage, yeah, still prone.
Ugh, 17.
17 hits.
Okay, good. Now I can do some damage. Yeah.
That's the against the one you tackled?
Yeah, well, the one that's mostly dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
So
trying to
that one,
finish it off.
yeah, immediately splattered. Headshot, head explodes against the ground. This once Katara clone is no more.
Okay. And that should be the end of my turn. I don't think I have anything else left. to
Yeah,
do.
that's Chauncey. Next up brings us back up to Kevin. But as the fires continue to burn above Chauncey here, I'm going to go ahead and see what another D20 brings us before the fuel burns itself out. Okay, you guys are good. The flames begin to subside up on the metal catwalk. Kevin, what are you doing with your turn?
All right. I am going to. Well, I am going to use my rhino again. Once again, right here.
All right, go ahead and roll for attack.
It was. I don't remember what it was.
No, no,
Nope.
not again.
No.
These rolls tonight are so bad.
They're quite swingy. There, you guys
But
got a
so
bunch of
good at the
natural
same
20s.
time.
Yeah, too. But
when
yeah,
they weren't necessary.
that shot goes up. You hear a shattering of glass as one of the light bulbs goes out behind it.
Whoops. So he's going to extra attack. Does a 15 hit?
15 just hits.
Hey.
Okay.
Found the minimum.
All right.
Found the AC, guys. It's really low.
Still, we couldn't hit it.
And oh wait, could I retroactively aim at the headshot?
You have headshot? Then
Oh wait, oh never mind.
Oh, okay.
22 to hit. Or I mean, does 22. I mean
No, 22 damage. Yeah.
Yes.
22 piercing damage.
All right. Yeah, and that's with the rhino too. So that pierces right through its defenses. Solid spatter of blood. Exit wound goes out the other side.
Nice. All right.
And that was his second attack. So yeah, you have movement. You have bonus action.
Well, yeah. You know what? I don't have any bonus actions, I believe.
Well, Survivor has a bunch, which you're Survivor multi-class, specifically with your subclass. But yeah, if you don't want to use any of them,
I don't want to take up too much time, and that would just be a lot of looking around. So I'm gonna move right here.
Okay, got it. So that's gonna be the end of Kevin's turn. Enyo, you're up next. You might be muted again. Possibly.
Maybe.
Maybe. Or just not
Hello?
there.
Rose.
Punching.
Okay.
Takedown.
31 hits. So takedown, it needs to roll. See if it resists.
No.
22 resists. But you still get your damage. 12 points of damage.
Second attack. No.
Also hits.
Oh.
Minimum.
Yeah, as we found out. All right. 12
Hey.
points of damage.
Extra attack.
All right, this is what you're saying.
Consent combat. No, I
Also
missed the
hits.
20. Look. 4 out of attack.
Yeah, so those 4 attacks, solid series of blows in this combination of this rapid movement energized by your pistons and pneumatic energy impacting with incredible force. It is dazed and it is bloodied, and it is barely standing as you have left a lot of concave bruises in its form, but yeah, it is barely conscious.
Cool.
So that's the end of Enyo's turn. Next up, the Alshipays are going to they're going to take their turn. So none of them have had their parasites wounded, so they are going to regen a bit. Yeah, that one on the ground next to Chauncey actually keeps getting back up to full.
But Scorpion needs to start shooting at these guys because I'm within range. Remember that.
What was that?
That's it. Now you can start shooting them. I'm within range.
Yeah.
This one's going to stand up from prone, and yeah, having just gotten body slammed, it is going to turn its ire towards you. Yeah, actually, yeah, these two, seeing this big aggro drawing target next to them, are going to turn their attacks towards you. It is going to be
Nope.
14 and natural 1. 15 and 16. Yeah, none of them are able to find purchase on you, as these scratches, their claws just can't quite penetrate your impressive state-of-the-art armor. And then there's also going to be 2 against Enyo. 17 and 23, which I think with your steroid AC doesn't quite hit.
23 does not hit.
Yeah, so again, just it's tired and limply throwing these claws out there for almost blindly, and you're easily able to evade and slip these strikes. That is going to be their turn, as the rest of as a lot of them have sealed their wounds. But Scorpion, you're up next.
Which one of these is the most injured?
Out of those 2, just regenerated both up to full, so they are in
I'm
pristine
the one that I'm
condition.
spotting.
All right, got it.
Although you said this one up here is, I'm at the bottom of the round. Everyone else is gonna go before they they can go again. So yeah, I'm gonna shoot the one that I'm spotting down there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no advantage for any reason. Just
No, but you will get
just sneak attack.
Oh,
Never mind.
don't need it.
Don't need it. All right, here we go. I've been wanting to roll crit for a long time.
That's true. How you didn't have this many dice.
The crit range on this rifle is so massive. I keep missing it.
That is true. How does that happen? Took you rolling
All right,
a
here we
nat
go.
20 to finally get a crit.
Great for all these dice, if it'll even roll all of them.
Oh,
That's not even close to all of them. 119
is that
raw
right?
piercing damage.
Yeah,
That's
that is-
4d10 for my weapon.
Wow.
And then 20d6 for my sneak attack. And then 2d4 or 2d6 for my spotted creature.
Oof.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so which one was that? That was against the one you have spotted, so that's
The one on the left.
this
one over here.
So that's
With a headshot,
Shoot it
if
in
it
the
matters.
sweet spot.
not quite in the sweet spot, but one round, yeah, just goes
Yeah.
in and out the other side of its head as it wobbles and stumbles a bit. Huge gush of blood paints the other one behind it through the exit wound. This thing is quite severely hurt. That thing went from pristine condition from its regeneration to almost nothing in one shot.
Critical hit from a rogue.
Oh yeah, look at all those 6s too. Is that
I know.
that is all Scorpion can do then?
No, he's gonna do a backflip and then. Yeah, because my I don't think I get anything from my bonus actions because it's. I was assuming that because it's at knee height, I can't hide in the green herbs, but
Maybe if you go prone?
yeah. All right, I'll try it. I thought I wouldn't be able to, but yeah. End of my turn then. Drop down. Bonus action hide.
All right.
With a question mark?
You go prone. Go ahead and make a. Well, I guess your stealth roll is
like-
ridiculous.
It's minimum of 27.
Yeah. Absolutely ludicrous. Not a problem. So yeah, you go prone and disappear in the shrubbery.
Yeah.
So that
I was gonna say, like, what's the lighting conditions like in here? Because it's nighttime, right?
it is
Overhead
nighttime.
lights?
Yeah, there are overhead lights, but it's dim in between each of these. So it can
wait.
actually get a little hard to see, especially in the midst of these.
Actually,
They're all kind of
Kevin
overall
shot out a
always.
light somewhere.
That's true.
Can I say that
Yeah.
light was out over here? So like he ducks
it-
down into almost complete darkness.
I was
Somewhere
picturing
over
it.
here.
I was picturing it because it kind of went over its head here. I was picturing it kind of being over here, but yeah, I would say there's a
Yeah,
pretty
but-
solid radius within
Oh.
here that's a bit more.
Yeah,
dim.
right. Or like there's this right here
So
somewhere.
yeah,
There's
you could
like a
you can move down a square and then just we could say you
Just-
hide in the shadows there.
disappear into the bushes.
So that is Scorpion's turn. Back up to the top of the round. Chauncey, you've got company.
Just a little bit.
Company,
So
1.5.
I put away my Magnum and detached the Hydra, and I'm gonna come back to doing some work. I'm gonna use this one, the one
Wait,
that he
didn't you
had
have Crypto mode?
spotted. What's
Yeah.
that?
Did you have Vanguard mode?
I did not use it because he said
Oh,
it was
okay.
going to be an action, so I never ended up using it.
Right.
So I am taking the Hydra off of my suit altogether, and using it as the weapon it needs to be. You said this one right here is the one that's hurt really
Oh
bad.
yeah, that one got hurt real bad from that headshot.
Okay. We are going to continue that then. 3 rounds. I am going to use 2 rounds on this one, the healthier one, first.
Gotcha.
That is with headshot.
Yeah, still advantage at this range with your
Yeah.
Hydra.
Keep forgetting about the whole advantage thing.
Yeah, close quarters.
That is an 8 with the Hydra, I'm pretty sure. Yes, an 8 with a 9 with the Hydra.
For what, your bonus?
Yeah,
Plus to your
because I'm using it's a 14.
Right, yeah,
and then
minus
if
5.
I'm taking the 5 off, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Hey,
That's a number I like to see. That's critical. So now 8d8. 8d8 plus 18.
Now, was this targeted as a headshot
Oh,
towards
yeah.
the head or towards the parasite?
Oh, always towards the parasite.
Gotcha.
My headshot is the most effective, and I know that, like, seeing that parasite, I know from my experience that is my target.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is 53.
Ooh, yeah, an evisceration on this. Yeah. Hefty chunk of
Oh, yeah.
damage.
And I blow it away 10 feet. Yes.
Strength save. 15. I think that does fail.
That fails.
Yep, so 10 feet straight away. give it a
Streaking it across all these green herbs.
Yeah, its feet planted to the ground, and it just drives back carving a sort of groove with its feet.
And then this one right beside me here, I'm going to go ahead and use my single shot that is remaining in my shotgun.
One last shell.
One last shell. Yeah. Nope. 27.
27
Hoping
hits.
for a 19 on that one.
Oh yeah, so close, so close.
So one's only 2. And this one as well was going towards the parasite itself, which is 29 points.
Yeah, so with that, you see in your thermal imaging, parasite within just utterly burst and explode into a bunch of gore as you, with this shotgun spread blast, split this Qatar clone in half. And this one is no more, collapsing into a heap in the greenery.
Okay. I am going to reload. And I'm going to try to move closer to this one. So
All right.
I'm going to keep staying in range of this one.
Stepping
And
over
that
those
is the end of
bodies.
my turn. Yep, just squeak, squeak.
Yeah, this one's unspotted. But that is going to be Chauncey's turn. Kevin's up next. How's Kevin doing?
Kevin.
Okay. Well, I am going to, I suppose, well, you know what? He's gonna switch over to his, I haven't pulled this one out in a while. his Accuracy International or whatever.
Ooh, you got your rifle.
Hey.
Yes. Yes. So, and you know what? I checked and I actually do have headshot.
Okay, sweet.
Yes, so I am going to use that. That is a plus 10.
Well, it's -5 to hit first on your
Plus
attack.
5.
-5.
It's harder to hit,
No,
but
I'm-
you do more damage.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it's now a plus 5 because of the minus.
Oh,
5.
I see. So it would have been a plus 10 otherwise.
Yes, yes.
Gotcha.
No, that's
Aw.
No, it doesn't quite
negatory.
hit.
Extra attack. Let's try again. Okay.
Oh no,
Not quite.
it's been a while.
Yeah, you're aiming high,
Yeah.
but this thing is bobbing and weaving, and again, moving with that unnatural speed. Just
Oh.
looking through the narrow vision of the scope is quite hard to pin down.
All right. Well,
That's Kevin's turn then. Unless you want to use any movement.
yeah.
And you're on deck.
do not.
Okay, and you're up then.
Chauncey, do you have a tool attack? Oh. Chauncey?
Oh,
Oh,
Joe? Did we lose him?
I think we might have.
Does anyone have tool attacks?
Kevin does. Kevin's the only caster here.
Yep.
Technically, Enya can do like one cast, but I realized Enya probably wouldn't use the P30 device for like personal reasons. So she's gonna pull out the P30 device. Actually, does Kevin have any inventory?
Wait, do I have any inventory?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got
Actually,
inventory.
I do now. I use my double
Alright.
green. So are you tossing that over to me?
Yeah, unless it's too risky to throw it and I should get closer.
I mean, if you miss, it's gonna fall on the floor near me,
It'll
or it's gonna land below. Where
or it'll
it's-
shatter.
Oh well.
Raph?
It's...
Okay, like, is it risky to throw it or should I just hand it to Kevin?
It's up to you.
Okay, I'll hand it. How far away is Kevin?
I am 30 feet. 25.
Yeah, you can easily get to him.
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah.
Hand you the P30 device.
Yeah. I
And
think
I'm
you're also
gonna.
there with it too.
Yeah, that's true. You
Yeah.
have double movement, so but the one next to you will get an opportunity attack against you if you're doing that first.
That's fine.
Okay. Can take a swing at you. Doesn't quite hit. Swing and a miss.
I'm gonna knock it down. I'm gonna do what is it? Non-lethal damage.
Okay, so you're trying to knock this one out.
That's
Whoa.
fine.
Oh,
Oh,
That
Can I
Hey,
do
hey,
non-lethal?
what in the world?
the swing that's like indicative of this whole session.
It's a pendulum, I tell you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, how do you want to knock this one out?
It's just a clean swing to the head. It's like blackout.
All right, hammer fist blow, side of the head, and then it falls to the ground, making a loud bang against the metal lattice beneath
If
it.
you want to use the device, use it. And Sugar here, what have I used? 1, 2...
Yeah, so you used
So she...
basically your 2 main attacks, so you still got steroid action left.
She'll fire a shot at the one near Chauncey.
Okay. Your arm transforms into your magnum.
Oh wait, no, that'd have a +3 to it, so that'd be, like, a little more. Either way, it hits.
Either
Way
way,
more.
yeah.
So that's
Remind me again, does this have any piercing or evisceration to it?
I think it's evisceration.
Yeah, it is. All right, yeah. So this iPad. Well, Enyo, how do you want to do this?
Hey,
She blows her head off.
All right. So you level your weapon. 1 clean shot. The massive kick of the hand cannon sends dust scattering around you, and this shockwave that drives you back a little bit. And with that, head utterly explodes next to Chauncey. The rest of the body falls limply to the ground. As the last of these clones, with the face of your former ally, fall. One still laying there alive.
from the bottom, Scorpion's just gonna grapple up to the top of the catwalk, grapple up onto the rail, hop over.
Can Chauncey like step on the falling over body and then step off of it and use his jump boots to jump up?
Easily.
Okay.
Jump boost.
I'm just gonna see if there's any yellow apps.
Yeah, looking around, like I said, this chamber expands hundreds of feet in that direction, and you can see it kind of transitions from a whole field from one to the color to another, with all sorts of different kinds of herbs. You've got green, you've got red, you've got blue, you've got yellow, you've got every kind of herb imaginable, and pretty much enough tries to combine them limitlessly.
Sweet. You have a scientist, so we can just like.
yeah. In fact, there's a limitless supply. The sheer quantity of effectively limitless. The sheer quantity of raw herbs available. Taking a short rest here will restore 100% of your hit points.
Oh, sweet. We're resting.
Sweet. Yeah, definitely. Also,
But we gotta figure out. Yeah.
I was gonna say also, Kevin isn't going to use the what's it called again?
P30.
P30.
The P30 on this thing. He's just gonna shoot it.
What? I don't know if it's gonna work on anything else.
We don't know what's next.
Oh, he snuck and took your stuff.
Well, yeah, I really don't. I mean, okay, realistically, what would we do if we put the P30 on this thing?
Use it as bait. Use it as another attack or anything else that can draw action.
This thing has regen
Well, I
and a
suppose
bunch of attacks. And I don't know if we can use it on any of the heads.
Okay, tell you what, I'll do it.
Well, if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to.
No, you bring up some good points.
Because like everything
Well,
else we're gonna fight is gonna be infected.
Okay, and I assume I roll my tool attack for this.
Well, in this case, since it's unconscious, I would say you could automatically land it.
All right, so I'll just place I'll just tear. Okay, Kevin's gonna look away a little bit as he tears open, like the jacket of this thing.
So you're
at the
planting.
chest area, and he places the P30.
Okay. So, let me see how this works again.
Well, I was gonna say, even if we wanted it back for something else, because it would be under our control, we could just like rip it out of its chest on its own.
That's true. But now it's worth noting it does get a save against this. So I'll say it automatically hits, but you still have to still has to roll save to see if this works.
That's true.
Or to see if
Wasn't
it
it, like, super high?
naturally resists. Well, it's against his tool save DC.
I feel like we're all just like pointing our weapons down at this thing just in case.
Yeah, everybody's gathered around
At
this.
least-
All this discussion is going on between your characters.
At least Katara has a terrible charisma.
It's rolled onto its stomach, right? So we can have correct accuracy at his back.
We can just prop it up on it so it's sitting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if it was on its stomach, then Chauncey would just step on its middle back to hold it down with all the weight.
Okay, yeah. You could kind of keep it pinned. Kevin, you take this device, some sort of spikes stick out from the end of it. It's pressing the latch, and you sink it onto its chest. You see through the glass casing that is around it, the chemicals within start to percolate and start to inject themselves into the body beneath. And see if this resists.
Roll up.
No.
Hey,
It doesn't quite.
does 5 succeed?
So
I'm pretty sure 5 fails.
the formula takes hold, and this creature, Alshape, this clone of your once ally, its eyes open up, springs upwards a little bit, but then feeling itself pinned down and realizing it doesn't quite have as much of the murderous intent that it went to bed with. Its eyes calmly look to Kevin.
You will help us. And you will fight our enemies with us. And if necessary, you will take blows for us.
I thought you were going to say you would die for us.
It will.
Same feeling.
Implicitly.
It will.
Blows, die, same thing.
Well, it is now charmed by you. Its strength and mobility scores increase by 2. Its alignment changes to match yours. So whatever that is.
Oh, good.
That's weird.
So this thing is now lawful good. And it obeys your verbal commands on its turn. So yeah, it is charmed for at least 24 hours. So
I
this thing
essentially have a permanent familiar right now.
It doesn't. Yeah, this is like a summon for you right now. This is one of your minions. It
Oh, sweet.
doesn't. This clone, again, is kind of animalistic in its nature. It doesn't have language. It can't speak. But you see this sense of connection and this sense of understanding as it looks back at you and kind of almost nods its head a little bit in understanding. And you see the red eyes that are glowing begin to kind of fade and cool into a glowing blue. So,
He nods.
things on your side.
All right. Wow, that just happened.
And you said we short rest to full?
Yeah, short rests in the greenhouse will restore your hit points to maximum just by virtue of the sheer number of healing resources you have in this area.
Okay.
Oh, goody.
Go ahead and crank that sucker up.
Okay.
Ooh.
So y'all take a short rest here.
I know I am.
Yeah. So back up to full without using hit dice.
Yep. No hit dice required. You're back up to full. However, I do need everybody to make a charisma saving throw by the end of this.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure that's a straight. Yeah, it is.
Oof.
You know, it just occurred to me. It really just occurred to me that you shouldn't have let the one who's going insane use the
You're the only one with a tool. Well, I guess Enya technically has a tool attack with the gloves,
Or a tool
but
save. Or I guess
Enya wouldn't use it.
Yeah.
She wouldn't turn something else into a tool, though when she was already a tool.
So Enyo succeeds, Chauncey fails, and Kevin fails.
Okay.
I'm rolling mine as well right now.
So
I was doing my hit points.
right. So how many madness points does that put Chauncey and Kevin at if you both gain one? Scorpion's
Wait,
good.
we gained another?
Yeah, I'm at a 3.
Okay. 3 for Chauncey.
I'm at 4.
Okay.
How high can the madness go?
We'll find out.
Kevin's
Yes,
finding out,
we
that's for
will.
sure. He is approaching mass velocity here. So, Kevin, while this victory of gaining this temporary ally has emboldened you a bit, you do feel, as you rest in this area, just a certain lethargy begin to overtake you. And your spirits, while high for that moment, over the course of that hour, just gradually very much die down. And with this lethargy comes 1 point of fatigue for as long as you're at this level of madness.
Okay,
That's
out of character, is there a
disadvantage
way
on
to
checks.
reduce this?
Only if you lose your madness.
Yeah, is there any way to reduce it?
Get out of here. You can't keep breathing this fog.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll just bring us back to this map too to remind you that there is a locked door to the northern side
yeah.
of the wall, which it looks like Chauncey's already heading for. It does have
I'm gonna take a look at that.
Is there a key card reader, or is it just
there
straight
is
lock?
a card reader, electronic lock, with the number 2 on it.
Whoop, whoop. I'll swipe my number 2.
All right. It beeps. It opens. And you see the other side. Looks to be what was on the other side of that dock door. You enter into a storage room. Long, squeaky clean, white hall with rows upon rows of armored storage units, mostly containing unrefined herbs. There's the dock door over on this western end. There is a bit of an office desk here, and besides it is a cabinet, unlocked with finished product. 5 first aid sprays within.
I'm sorry? Oh, Kevin has a free space. He's, well...
That's 1 for everybody, right?
Yeah. now it's 1 for everybody.
Oh, yeah, actually, yes. Well, does she even need it though?
No.
That's true. This thing naturally regenerates. After it got back up, you see all the wounds that Enyo dealt to it, and all the bones that had been knocked out of place just crack back into place. And yeah, it's back up to snuff within minutes. And within a minute, it really. But it follows you all. Follows Kevin mostly, wherever you go. He'll receive more specific direction.
I picked up one of the first aid sprays.
Okay, so that
I'm
would
gonna
be
grab
in
one
this,
as well.
yeah,
I
the
can
storage
carry
unit
more
right
if we
here.
need.
Yep.
Now, besides that storage unit is that office desk, and on that office desk is a number of cluttered papers, a computer. None of it seems to be in working order, but there is one piece of paper on there that stands out among the rest. It's a handwritten note.
Handwritten.
Yeah.
That's new.
So, is anybody taking a look at it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, we go to the reader again.
Yeah.
So, you find this note.
Oh,
In 2000,
sorry.
in 2004, I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Who'd have thought that it'd only be the start of my problems over the next year? As I spent 2005 held captive by the Feliciano crime family, my life expectancy had just been drastically reduced. And there I was, forced to waste my time researching someone else's ailment. Meanwhile, the tremors set in. I lost my balance a few times and almost fell in the laboratory. I tried to research it where I could with the resources at my disposal, but my health only worsened. I had no access to quality help. I wanted treatment. I wanted to secure my well-being. I wanted to live, but I was trapped. I'd never have escaped that place without the aid of those strangers, and would never have been able to find a life without Mr. G and Mr. Fox relocating me. As much as I hate to admit it, I am indebted to them. That's why I was so easy to accept the undercover assignment all those years later. Climbing the ranks of Greenhouse Solutions wasn't hard. My time at the Feliciano estate instilled the exact expertise Emil was looking for. Can't say I've drunk the Kool-Aid on Greenhouse's true purpose. Their self-righteous utopian ideals are extreme and dangerous, not to mention their inhumane methods. However, Emil has given me something no one else could, a cure. I am indebted to Mr. Fox, but I am dependent on Dr. Johansson. The spectre dosage nullifying my Parkinson's must be carefully maintained. And there lies my dilemma. Emil has to be stopped, of that I am certain, but I need his work. I want to live, and I don't know what to do. The virus is out. I fear I can't have everything I want by the end of this.
Nope. No, you can't.
Hmm.
We may have hastily murdered her. I know that these are laboratories and stuff, but is there any ammunition laying around? Like,
Does not seem to be.
I am in dire straits right now. Can I call in for an airdrop?
Well, that being said, you can get on the horn and begin arranging some communications. However, with this being the case and you all resting up and healing yourselves here, tending to your wounds, and also Enyo gets to roll for more hit points. So let's see that as well.
Sure, she would have gone. Definitely would have gone to yellow.
Oh yeah, over the course of that short rest. So go ahead.
But yeah, like reading that, like Scorpion's gonna look at it and just go like, "Hmm. So we did have someone on the inside. Now, well,
She should have led with that. Instead of trying to grab me as a clown.
Kevin just solemnly looks toward the ground.
he was just like, I've been trying to get someone inside for years. Or no, it would be less than a year, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
It's a month.
So, that being the case, I'll steal your resolves. And as the
Except
maddening sets
Kevin.
in, yeah, Kevin is feeling quite weak, quite lethargic, quite maddened. And just everything around you feels tense. That's going to be where we end tonight's session.
All right.
So yeah, let's just get Enyo's roll, and that'll probably be where we call it quits.
Oh yeah. That's a D10. Plus 4? It's been a while since I've rolled health.
I can
That's not
agree
bad.
with that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, it's plus your con. Plus, do you have any bonuses? Do you have healthy or
Oh,
any sort of evolved things?
I
Any
have-
bonus?
I have healthy, I have... What was the other one? Is it... What's the evolved one? Where is it? I went past it.
Healthy just +1, right?
I think healthy's +2. Is it +1 or +2?
Is it?
Check.
Healthy is +2, I thought.
Also vitality, which is the
Yeah,
plus
that one's
one.
+1.
Oh, okay.
So that's +3 in total on top of that. So 13
So it's
increase to your
13.
hit points. Max hit points. And you're,
Ah.
again, with this, because that was part of the short rest, you're all the way up to full. So where does that place her now?
236.
Ooh,
Jeez.
she's more than I got.
Yeah, she's now the highest hit points in the party.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I've got like a fifth of that.
Well, thank you all very much for watching. Until
Yep.
next time, we'll see you all later. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Good night, sweet dreams, all the good things.